Greetings, various denizens of the internet, and welcome to the Future Gaming Division 2 playoffs. I'm over here with Philly Birdlaw, and we're going to be bringing you all the action for these next two games. First up, we've got the semi-finals between Slang Gang and Black Rose.
That's going to be a very interesting matchup. I know before the transition to Future, Black Rose was a formidable team in their division, so I'm very excited to see if they are able to keep that energy going forward.
Yeah, we just take a look at the rosters right about now. Slang Gang as well. They've got a lot of GC players there. A couple of GC 3s, I believe that is. Very high MMR players. One player even in the 1700 range, which I'm told is relatively high up there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 1700. That's getting pretty up there. They're borderline touching the SSL territory. So yeah, Slang Gang looking very strong coming into this match.
Yeah, that'll be Philip Deneve as well. So, definitely a player to certainly look out for. Of course, Black Rose only made up of the 3 players, so one assumes that their, internal synergy would be rather high.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you see, they have a coach as well, so you got to imagine they have that good synergy going. They have their coach. That they probably have a good game plan ready for Slang Gang, and they're looking to take the series away.
Yeah, absolutely. I think also it's worth noting as well that they're going to be going up against Ovo Gang in the finals due to some forfeits from, I believe it was Hydra. Yes, Hydra did forfeit their semi-final game, which, we were going to stream, but they forfeit, so, we're just streaming the other one instead. So as Ovo finals... As Ovo stands right now, how do you think they are as opposition for either of these teams going into, the finals? And which team would you expect to be taking that?
So I'll just start with Ovo. I already know, Vuzies, Herm, Key, J-Nick. I know all of them. Tip as well. They've been playing for quite a while. They have really good synergy too. So I'm actually getting word. It looks like actually Ovo's forfeiting, I believe. We might have that backwards.
Oh, no. Maybe we do have that backwards.
Yeah. Taking a look here. Taking a look. Well, either way, I know Hydra, if it's the same players that were on back when I was around in Hydra, they also have great synergy and they are very strong players. This current series, I want to say Slang Gang just because they do have the higher skill players. But I feel like Black Rose, again, has that synergy element working in their benefit.
Yeah, no, totally. I reckon just as you've talked up Black Rose, I'm definitely thinking that they're going to be the ones that are going to be the real standouts in this upcoming match. Yeah,
no, absolutely. I'm very excited. It's going to be very high skill play. It's going to be a great series, and I'm ready to see some good Rocket League today.
Indeed. We're going to have to wait for that lobby to get set up, though, as I don't think it's quite there yet. But, I do imagine that, the players are very eager to get this going and eager to play this game out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, they're all probably in training. They're waiting. They're in anticipation. They are ready to hop in this match and get this lobby started here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just loading into the match now, it seems.
We just need our players here, and we are ready to take off.
Indeed, we are. But yeah, no, I mean, I imagine these players are going to be, very high skilled. They've come this far in the tournament, and, I imagine they'll really be giving it their all in order to, be able to advance to the semifinals.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe, actually, this is the semis. Am I correct there, GJ? This is the semis, and they will be heading into the finals against, I think it's Hydra, might be Ovo. We're still unclear on that. No. But, yeah, they'll be heading into the finals.
Oh.
Okay, so we just got word. So Hydra and Ovo have both not forfeited. They're just playing their matches a little bit later we're still going to bring you Black Rose and Slain Gain, and then we'll see who's going to meet up in the finals. We will keep you posted on the score of that second game.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, love to see it.
I'm as surprised as the chat presumably is, because I'm hearing about this now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I love to see it. You know, you hate to see forfeits. You want every team to be able to compete. They got here, they worked hard to get to where they are. So you hate to see a team have to forfeit. So for them to be able to find a new time and everybody play, that's great.
Oh, apparently it's Slang Gang. No, we are. Okay. I'm very confused.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's Slain Gain Black Rose that we are about to watch. OVO and Hydra were one of the teams that looking like they were going to forfeit, but their time is just now pushed back. There is no forfeit.
Okay. All right. Well, glad we were able to get that all cleared up in time.
Yes, absolutely. Now, again, very excited here to watch Black Rose and Slain Gang get their match started.
Yeah, no, I could not agree more. But just yeah, I mean, I don't really have a sense of how far these teams and how hard they've fought. I don't really have a sense of like what their win rate is at the moment. But do we have any information on the on how the teams got here?
I do not myself either. That might be our silent voice in the background here. He maybe could give us a little info on, you know, how hard of a fight these teams may or may not have coming into the semis.
I'll take a look around for them. Oh, there we are. There's a bracket. If I can, you know, load it properly, I can give you all of the details. That's the wrong bracket.
I will mention before we get this started
confused.
here, it is a best of 5 in the semifinals for both matches, and then the finals will be a best of 7. So we could see up to 5 games here in this current series.
Yeah,
now,
but, you know, sorry?
No, I was just going to ask if you had any predictions, you know, based off the rosters alone. Do you think there's going to be a sweep? Is it going to be a bit of back and forth?
I mean, I feel like maybe Slang Gang might not have like a completely defined roster, because they have so many players on there. It's difficult to tell like who's the one, who are the people being played, and who's going to have synergy with who. You'd assume that they just put in their 3 highest rated team members, but that's not always the case sometimes. Whereas Black Rose, you know, they've only got the 3 players, but that means that they're all going to be incredibly specialized and incredibly in sync with each other, because they've scrimmed with themselves. They know each other's play styles essentially. Whereas when you have more, you know, team members, it's harder to get that level of synergy.
Yeah, I will say now though, we were given the bracket or for the League 2 table during the regular season. Slain Gain went 9-0. They only dropped 3 games total throughout all of their series. So they are definitely coming in the number 1 seed. They're going to be the team to beat, while Black Rose is 5-4, coming in as the 4th seed. So might have to tweak the prediction. It might be a Slain Gain sweep, because they are coming in hot, apparently.
Yeah, Black Rose actually only really got into this bracket on, you know, maps won versus maps lost. There were 2 other teams with the exact same scoreline as Black Rose, but like the difference is like 1 or 2 like matches won or lost.
Yeah,
it was that close.
Yeah,
so
they had to fight. They had to claw their way down here into the bracket, which, you know, maybe that makes them a little hungrier.
Yeah, that they've got something to prove now. They got something to prove that them getting in on, you know, map differential is not just a fluke, and they actually deserve to be in this bracket and fighting alongside these teams.
Yes, no, absolutely. And now looking over to the second match, Hydra versus OVO. Hydra took 8 games and only 1 loss, only dropped 6 matches, while OVO 6-3. They come in pretty strong as well, just a step above Black Rose, but, you know, they're not going to face the top of the teams, but Hydra's looking really strong as well.
Oh yeah, no. Only going into this with only 1 loss is definitely something that you want to be proud of as a team. Obviously, it's not quite as good as going 9-0, but I'd definitely be very happy with it if, you know, I were Hydra.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you gotta, like I said, you drop one game during the season, it sucks, it hurts. You want that perfect record, but going in with one loss,
Mm.
as long as it's not a recent loss, maybe they got a little upswing again at the back end of the season, they're coming in with some good momentum as well.
That they will be. It seems like the players are just joining the lobby now, so we should be able to bring you all of that action momentarily.
Let's see who we got Slangane putting out here on the field. So it seems like we got, thinking, is that Smith, Harm, and maybe Deech? Either that or it's Crow. Definitely, they're fielding a team of, again, they have a very large roster, so they're pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. I'd say. You want to be able to have, you want to be able to put your best foot forward.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, and hopefully everybody's schedule is able to line up so they could field that roster that they were looking for. Otherwise, their team is loaded with talent, so I'm sure they're going to have very little issue switching in another player.
Yeah, could not agree more. I believe so. This would be, I presume, this is the only bracket. So there weren't any quarterfinals. I don't believe.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. Everybody,
Right.
the top four teams, right into the semis, and then obviously winner of those two right into the finals.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
All right. It seems like we're just waiting on one more player to get back in here, and then we are ready to kick off.
Mm. Oh, I just noticed it. Black Rose, they got in here on both map wins and on map differential, but they also knocked out both of the future teams.
Oh, see, I did not realize that. That is pretty great.
Oh, they knocked out 2 of 3 future teams. The third one came 10th and went 0-9, which is that seems like a rough go of it.
Yeah, and I know they had shuffled the divisions, added another division, so skill levels and everything kind of got shuffled and mixed around a bit more. So I would assume that those teams met the qualification for the MMR, but they're playing against some really solid competition, so it's going to be a struggle.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Right. We may have gotten our team back in here, so see if everybody's ready to go here.
We shall see indeed. How do you reckon the the sort of score line is gonna go here? Do you reckon we're gonna have like a really sort of explosive first game here, or do you reckon it's gonna be really close until like a 0-second goal kind of situation?
I think it's going to be a little bit of a tug of war at the beginning, both teams filling each other out, but one of them is going to definitely run away with it by the end of the series. I don't know if it'll quite be a last second goal type of deal.
Yeah, that's that's fair enough. That's definitely fair enough. And obviously, when you're facing the team that went 9-0, you're not necessarily expecting a close game, but you'd imagine that being able to qualify in and of itself, and maybe taking 1 or 2 maps off them, would be an achievement in and of itself.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and you got to hope as well that maybe they have a game plan set up and they're ready and they can execute exactly what they're looking to do here. Yeah, all right, it does look like everybody's ready. GJ, are we good to go? Players are itching. They are ready. Okay. All right, so here we go. Kickoff. Game 1 of Slangane versus Black Rose.
That's what it is. Going to see the ball kicked off over to Zay in that back orange half. And look for that little flip. Gets knocked away there by Smith.
Yeah, and they're just kind of leaving that ball here in the middle of the field. See what Harm can bring out. Zay with a great backboard clear.
That's Lovely job there. I
No,
mean,
Deech wanted that one back. He had almost an open net and was ready to slam that home.
indeed. It does seem that Black Rose are on the end of a very stout offense from Slang Gang here.
Yeah, it does appear so, but at the same time, they're holding their own and putting some good opportunities in front of the net for their own team. So let's see if they're able to capitalize on what they're trying to put down here.
Deej takes it into the air. Doesn't quite get the aerial on it. Zay does clear it out to the side. Met by Smith. He knocks it centrally. Looks for the follow-up shot, but Zay is there on the inside, able to defend it away from goal.
And that was good and close. Little jockeying for the ball coming down the field, but Zay was able to knock it out into his team's corner.
Good knockdown as well.
This might be an open
it's
net.
an open goal!
Oh. Slang Gang's gonna put themselves up early, 1-0. Yeah, that one hurts. That's a great challenge from Harm. I don't even know if he was seen coming up the sidewall and just gives himself a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, that's a really rough goal to concede. It's just a rotational misplay, honestly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's one that Black Rose, just don't beat yourself up too much about. Got to move on, and now you got to play to tie it up.
Yeah, could not agree more, Zay. Gets the demo there onto Deech, and Smith knocks the ball forward. It's another goal! Soars past all of the members of Black Rose.
Yeah, quite an angle there from Smith. Bringing it right off of Zay, trying to pop it out. It just couldn't quite get it there.
I mean, that's just an I mean, you know, we wondered if it would be an incredibly explosive game. That's pretty explosive to me.
Yeah, no, and again, they're starting hot, 2-0. Tried to get it down mid. Deech is
looking for another goal.
Off the top bar, and Slane Gang starting to run away.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. You can't be conceding those.
No, great attempt at the clear, but Deech just says, you know what? I've read this book before, and I know exactly where I need to be.
Absolutely. Looks like the one Crow gets the ball over to Zay, who knocks it centrally. Swift is there on the end of it. Crow couldn't quite set that one up in time. Oh, it's another open net.
Oh, Crow with a great little stop. I think Deech thought he was going to try and bang that up high, and Crow just stuffed it right at the back line.
Smith didn't take it off the air. Crow looks for the shot, but very aptly defended there.
Oh, that's a great chance from J Ryder. Smith, though, with a great block, throwing it downfield, almost caught them on the open net.
Crow's more than happy to stop that ball in the air. J Ryder now flips it over one. Deech has to reach up to it, but fortunately it hit the crossbar. They're able to clear the ball.
Squishy. Great save.
Oh, yeah.
Good transition. Let's see if they're able to keep this up or if Black Rose going to continue to push back.
Crow. The wall. Took the ball. Goes for cheeky aerial. Centers it. Zay. Now looking to knock it to another member. Unfortunately, Harm is there to be able to regain possession. But Crow's taking it into the air. Deech knocks it away from the net.
Zay, good attempt out of the corner, but getting demoed there. I think he wanted to follow that ball up and just wasn't able to reach it.
That was a close shot there from Harm. Very good for them not to get that one in the net. Jay,
got a one-on-one. Oh, Zay didn't get the flick. He's looking, tried for the bump, and was dodged as well. But J Ryder trying to keep it in.
Yeah, Crow goes for the knock off the backboard as well, and Zay got to follow up on it. Unfortunately, denied there by not Deech. He's more than happy to turn that into a counter offense. Harm isn't quite able to get to the ball in time and is demoed for his efforts.
I like to see the fight out of Black Rose here. They went down, a quick succession of 3 goals from Slang Gang, but Black Rose still doesn't feel like they're out of this match yet. They are fighting as hard as they can, but with less than a minute left, this is a tall task for them to make 3 goals.
I mean, it's certainly doable. There have definitely been teams that have come back from worse deficits. But whether or not Black Rose are one of those teams remains to be seen. There's one Crow
Want to
Good
come
demo.
back though. You can't miss those mid balls where he had a very nice open shot. See if Zay is able to take this out. Said he gets demoed by Deech. Deech is head hunting right now.
Oh yeah, I found J Rider there as well. I mean, I don't hate, you know, demoing people as like a counter-offensive play. I think that's a rather unique aspect about the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Teams can use that right. They can use it to devastating effect.
Oh, what a
Oh, there we
touch there
go.
from Crow, though.
Great read from Crow. Is at least going to get Black Rose on the board here for game one. Think it's too little, too late, but hey, feels good to at least walk out with one.
Yeah, you know, 9 seconds left for another 2 goals, maybe 3 if they're feeling lucky. Seems like a bit of a tall order. 8 seconds now. Zay! The goal's open! It's 3-2!
Wow, what a kickoff goal. Way to follow through from Zay. Cheating up. Smith, I think, maybe didn't get his half flip quite right and was a little late getting his corner boost and not able to reach the ball in time.
Rather unfortunate misplay there, but it does open up the opportunity for one more kickoff goal for Black Rose to keep them in this game. The one Crow knocks it towards the net, but alas, not Deech is there. He wants to take it down.
Great attempt there from Black Rose. Got to give him a credit where credit's due for rallying at the end of that game. At least now they have momentum, even though they weren't able to take this game away one from Slangane.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. It's definitely a good display, though, of what these two teams are all about. You know, you saw Slangane, they're very good at, you know, capitalizing on those sort of rotational mistakes that Black Rose were making. And Black Rose were often the ones getting these kind of very, I'd say a little cheesy goals, perhaps, where Slangane were just sort of caught out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I couldn't agree more. Slangane created their own goals, whereas Black Rose was just taking what was given to them.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they were very similar goals in that, you know, sometimes the net was just left and abandoned. But the difference really is the sort of context in which those goals occurred. Like, you know, you don't necessarily expect to have to rotate back to the goal after, you know, a kickoff, like, just immediately without even getting your boost first.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that was just a great play by Black Rose. See if they're able to keep that momentum again going into game two here.
Gonna look to do just that. Deech now. Take the ball up the walls, the only one to defend it. Does so very adequately. Second shot goes in. Third shot. Lovely little bouncing play there from Slangane to secure themselves the first goal.
Absolutely great teamwork. That's just high enough. It could have been a shot, but playing it off the top bar, Deech knew exactly what was going on and slams it home for his team.
Another kickoff there. Goes the way of Black Rose, which I rather find quite surprising. The one Crow to set up a goal, but all 3 members of Slangane were there to defend that.
And I think another thing we can see a little bit different of this team is when Slangane attacks, they throw everybody at it, and it seems like they don't miss. Black Rose seems to be a lot more of trying to set up set piece plays, and you know, Slangane is just reading these left and right.
Yeah, no, I mean, you saw it just there, right? Crow tried to read it off the backboard, but, you know, remember, Slangane was just already there by that point in time. He just goes for the shot there. Harm, unfortunately, misses the mark on that one, but is able to knock it down. Deech keeps it in the orange half.
Oh, there's a big demo in midfield, but Deech is still able to follow it. Can't quite get the second touch. See if Black Rose can get a good transition going. Oh, and another big demo midfield.
Yeah, like, even then, being able to stop that play before it even starts was absolutely crucial, because that ball had a lot of momentum going towards the blue goal!
What a read from Deech, right off of that top ceiling corner.
Very nicely done. Those kinds of aerial reads are very difficult to do as well, because the ball bounces at such an unpredictable angle. Definitely a deserved goal there from Deech.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. And the 50-50, again, the angle and the speed that ball was coming out, that's a fantastic read.
Goes up to the wall. Say. Looks for it, but it's going to be Deech in the air now. Crow disrupts the play, but the ball's still in play.
Oh, J Rider missing. Smith's gonna let Zay take it, see what he can get going. Oh, almost had the flip reset over Harm.
And Harm's going to take that all the way into the orange half. Jay, though, calm and collected. Gets the ball away from the net.
Oh, big demo in the net. Can Deets put it home? No.
Oh, what
wow,
a save!
Crossbar
Right
with a
on
little
the
bit of
goal
help.
line.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Crow playing patient, waiting for that ball to come to him.
He's going to be doing that again. Takes the ball into the air. Down onto the ground.
Ooh.
Deech, though. Oh, what a lovely shot there.
Yeah,
fantastic pass to set it up.
I was just about to say, that pass from Harm, that couldn't have been any more on the money. And Deech perfectly there. You know they communicated about that one, and they deserve that goal.
Could not agree more with you there. Kick off there. Goes out to the side, so rather neutral, but Deech is going to be one making sure it heads into the orange half. What I've noticed about Slangang is that they're very good at defending their own half and keeping the pressure up on Black Rose, just by getting those little touches at the halfway mark and being able, you know, to knock the ball back into the Black Rose half.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned earlier, Crow trying to get the double tap off the wall. As you had mentioned earlier, they are great at cutting off these plays. Even if it's a 2-on-3, 2v1, they suffocate the play as early as possible to ensure this team, it's not comfortable trying to get into their blue end.
And it's certainly working. That 3-0 scoreline is looking all too familiar from the last round. But Slangan, they're going to want to be looking for their fourth.
Oh, that was very close. That might be costly double commit there, but we'll see. Slangang kind of slowing it down, giving Black Rose time to get back.
A very dangerous play there. Long Crow taps it down. Deech puts it up. Oh, J-Rider!
Great save.
You can't be giving me a heart attack like that.
Yeah, too many close ones. Here's another. Oh, this time, though,
Oh.
Smith is going to slam it home.
Yeah.
He can only hold out for so long.
That's just it, right? Zay just... I mean, Zay tried, but they just weren't quite quick enough.
Yeah, and it's hard to be quick when you've already defended a couple of shots, and this is going to be the fifth one coming at your net. It is... you kind of get your head in a swivel there. Great hinge, though, from Zay.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
okay.
Yeah. Hey, we've seen Black Rose can do it, and then they might be trying to mount a comeback again.
That seems... I mean, I guess we're going to go for the 4-3 scoreline at this point, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Again, as you mentioned, though, if they can take 1 or 2 games here, ooh, the fake kickoff coming out. Let's see if this is going to work out for them.
Yeah, knocks it straight to the middle, though. Oh, the one Crow rotates back just in time to get the save.
That's a great play there set up from Slangang, though. That was damn near working just to perfection.
Oh, what a passing play as well. But, you know, Black Rose, they've learned. They have someone back at the goal now. They're not falling too easily for these kinds of plays anymore.
See if Rose can continue. Okay, Jay. Oh, it just happened to land backwards, or else he was mounting a great counter attack, looking to put that ball center.
He's being very flashy there with the aerials, but Crow's more than happy to disrupt the momentum there with a cheeky little bump. Zay, nice little bicycle hit, takes it into the blue half, but Slangang more than happy to let it sail towards Black Rose's net.
Yeah, at this point, oh, great play again from Slangang. At this point, they're just looking to add extras on, maybe kill some time.
Yeah. I mean, what else can you say there? You've got all 3 members of Black Rose there, and just weren't quite able to get
the speed of Slangang. Their speed and their consistency is definitely outclassing Black Rose at this exact moment. They are proving why they are the #1 seed coming into these Division 2 playoffs.
10 seconds left for a 6-goal comeback, I believe, or a 5-goal comeback from Black Rose. It's just not going to happen.
Will not happen. We'll see Slangang take game 2 now.
And very
as a reminder, this is a best of 5, so if Slangang gets 1 more win, they will have the clean sweep, and we will have to check on the game against Hydra and OVO and see what the score is, if that one has started, or what will be going from here.
Indeed we will. One Crow's left the match. Might be just changing the car skin for good luck, though.
Yep, that's exactly what I'd think. Sometimes you get a skin, maybe it's a little too flashy, gets in your mind a little bit. You got to switch it up and hope something sticks, and that'll work out for you.
Yeah, rage quit? No, vibe reset.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to be waiting on the One Crow to pick a car that that speaks to them on a personal level.
Yep. Yeah, they need to feel the chi coming from the car, make sure it's what they want to move forward with.
You know, the chi flows from the car into the controller, into the hands of the player.
Exactly. It's like
and
the
around
meme
the
of
body and back.
yeah, it's like the meme of the guy all tranquil and he's like what would be the word? He's just overextending himself. He's going into outer space and his brain is flowing on every single level possible.
And all from changing cars. Who knew?
Oh, yep. Who knew? Who knew Rocket League could be so transcendent?
I mean, you know. Probably, you know, Squishy.
Yeah,
Squishy's on another level.
Yeah. Squishy and all the young players coming in now. First killer, you got Daniel, you got Zen over in EU. I mean, they definitely have an idea about this game.
Yeah, like Moist's roster as well. They've been particularly cracked.
Yes, especially. Well, I'm thinking actually of Rise going to BDS. That team is dangerous, very dangerous.
Yeah, and Vatira has definitely been quite a name to remember, I think.
Oh yes, yeah, he's proven that he did not need Moist itself. Oh, we may need a game reset here. Looks like the players may be messing around a little bit and accidentally started the match when they didn't mean to.
Whoops, I suppose. I mean, 3v1, I guess that's somewhat fair considering how the games have been going so far. Everybody's back in the match now.
Yep.
Don't seem to be going for the reset, though.
Yeah, we'll see what's happening. I see, GJ, that you did leave, but I think the players are just going to play it out. They only lost 5 seconds, and I honestly am not sure if Slane Game is going to be too worried about it. Okay, no, Deech did ask for a new lobby, so we will be resetting the game.
As far as I can tell, the One Crow's in the exact same car he was in before, so I'm just,
It could be a Bacchus mod, you know, the Alpha mod. We can't see it on our end, but
true.
he sees it all on his side.
True. Yeah. It's probably swapped the car from like a Fennec to like a full-on like 9-tailed Kitsune.
Yeah. Yep, just literally driving around as a kunai.
That car would go hard though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it would be. I just want to know what hitbox would that have? Because maybe a plank, Dominus.
Yeah, probably a plank. I mean, they'd probably just have to make a brand new hitbox.
Yeah,
with like a lower threshold for like demos, just because of the pointed edge.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, or they can make it April Fool's prank and make that an insta demo car. You touch somebody and that's it. It's over.
No, that should be the sweet tooth. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, very fair. I do love. I think was this last year's April Fool's where they took the wheels off of everybody's car, so you're just floating around as the body itself, no wheels on the ground. That was fantastic.
Imagine investing like into like, you know, titanium white zombies like the day before April Fool's, and then like you get to April Fool's Day and they're just like gone.
Yep, you're losing your mind, racking your brain, thinking like, how does this happen to me? All right, so it looks like we've got Slane Gain here, waiting for Black Rose.
Yeah, they'll be done after they're finished changing their cars.
Yeah,
of course.
All right. Oh, are we possibly seeing a sub?
Perhaps so, although, you know, a substitute was not listed on the roster, I believe.
Yeah, not that I noticed. Possibly is that their coach? I wonder. Let's take a look here. Yeah, the okay.
Ah, I see. So Black Rose were trying to get in a new player before the match started, so that could just be that player.
Yeah, absolutely. And all teams looking ready. And they are. Looks like we're seeing J Ryder subbed out for Noof. I think that may be how you pronounce that. See if this change is going to help out Black Rose make a reverse sweep in the series.
That's gonna be what they're leaning on, I'd imagine. Zay being very confident trying to open up the scoreline there. But it is adequately defended by Harm.
Great pre-jump. I will say Black Rose does look slightly more confident. Maybe the car on the sub is what they needed to feel like they really had a chance against Black Rose. But as I say that, Nuff has to get a toe tap save right on the goal line.
I mean, immediately the difference is apparent. You know, we can't say for certain whether or not that would have gone in without Nuff in the game, but the fact that they were able to rotate back and be that player is definitely an adjustment that I think Black Rose needed to make.
Yes, yeah, I agree. He's already making his presence known on the field, and see if he's able to elevate this team just that one step extra that they need for the rest of the match.
He's going to take it up the field as well. Not Deech, though. Tries to run it back. Smith taps the ball forward. Looks for the shot. Off the crossbar, though. But Harm is more than happy to follow up on it.
Again, the speed from Slane Gain is just ridiculous. You see a little bit of a double, maybe triple commit from Black Rose. So that certainly didn't help, but Harm just jumps on that ball as soon as he sees the opportunity.
1-0 is the scoreline as we start. But it remains to be seen whether or not Black Rose are going to be able to get that equalizer. Deech looks for the shot. Smith just about denied the goal there.
Great demo, Nuff. Again, he's already got 2 saves, looking to maybe get a goal here. Add on to his impressive first game.
Yeah, Deech is going to present an offense once again. Zay, though, will try to defend it. Not particularly successful. Crow looks for the block there. Unfortunately, isn't found. A double commit onto that one does not prove punished.
Deech trying for the double tap. That was going to be a beautiful play. Smith tries for the angle. That's going to pop mid. Arms coming back in. Here comes that lethal Slane Gain attack where they do not hesitate, and Deech slams it in off of the 50.
Every time you think you're safe from a shot from Slane Gang, like a third player just comes out of nowhere and slots it into the net.
Yeah.
This is what Slane Gang do.
I almost think that they respawn on the Black Rose side of the field because there's no reason that they should be where they are. But yet, every time, here they are, ready to score.
If not quite finding the tap there, the one Crow also didn't find the shot. Harm can take the ball up the wing. It's going to be centered to Smith. Now Deech. Good save there from the one Crow.
Oh, Deech, just reading that off the wall. Deech is ascended to another level this game. He is trying to single-handedly carry Slane Gain into the finals.
Yeah, and I mean, it's working, you know, they're 3-0 up again. They're looking to, again, make it 4.
It seems like every game they're just going to add 1 or 2 to their total and keep playing. By the end of the finals, we may see Slane Gain scoring 10 goals in one game.
I mean, perhaps so. They have looked thus far unstoppable, which is, you know, reflected in their regular season record.
Oh, little team pitch. Can Deech get that save? Great block, but that's now an open net. Slane Gain didn't seem too concerned. They sent everything at that ball. But great recognition.
When you've got like when you've got a 3-goal lead like that, you can make those kinds of mistakes, but you definitely shouldn't be.
Yeah, fully agree. That could come back to bite them, but with the way Slane Gain is currently carrying the series, I don't think it'll be too big of a problem.
Yeah, no. Deech, again, Looks for it. Smith carries it into their half. Zay does get the save on it, however. Harm sets it up nicely for Smith, who's more than happy to get that shot in the net.
And tough save attempt there from Nuff. I mean, he gave it his all. He saw what was happening, turned, but just was not quite quick enough to get the pop back out of the net.
4-1 now with 1:30 left. Black Rose, they really got their backs against the wall, and it's an even bigger wall now as Deech claims the 5th.
I just want to know how Deech takes the kickoff and has enough boost to get back, slice into the ball, and just throw it into the open net. Again, he is ascending to another level in this game 3.
I'm almost expecting to see another kickoff goal.
Yeah, with the way this is going.
You know, almost, right? Deech in the air now. Enough is going to be able to defend that there. Harm, though. 3 players in the orange half now. 1 minute left. They're really looking for that 6th.
Yeah, they are. And they almost had a great crossing play there. See if Crow sees Zay down low. He can't quite get it to him. Smith with a great block, but Nuff's going to keep it in. Deech. He is denying everything right now.
Deech has really proved himself to be the MVP of this game so far. There's scarcely been a goal that he's not been involved with. 30 seconds left now. Deech looks for the extra offense there. Smith takes it off the backboard. Is there a 3rd? No. One Crow will be taking up the wall, and 15 seconds left now. Zay. It's that little bicycle hit there. 10 seconds now. It's looking all over for Black Rose.
And this will do it. Let's see, I think Slangan's going to go for a nice little road goal. Can't quite get his A with the block. Deech is keeping it up. No one's there to find the shot, though. And we will see Slangan take the first series in the semifinals for Division 2. 3-0 over Black Rose.
Right. Are we ready to go? Are we going for this?
I think, yep. Everything, it's ramping up. We're getting there.
All right. Grand finals time. For real this time.
No more surprises, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. You know.
Yes. Absolutely.
We can only hope. I think.
Yes. All right. So are we all good to go?
Just making sure that everybody's ready to go.
Okay.
Right, we're waiting on teams.
Yep, I just let them know we are absolutely ready and see if they want to get going. All right, here we go.
Here we are. Grand finals time, everybody. Long awaited. Hydra versus Slangang. Hydra are, of course, in the orange. Slangang in their, I suppose, signature for this stream blue. And they're looking to open things up nicely. Nick able to get the save, though.
I mean, see the bumps coming out from Slangan, already knowing, maybe playing to their competition. Oh, great attempt there. Oh, that was so close.
I just love seeing these shooting plays. I love these shooting plays so much.
Yeah, absolutely. As we mentioned earlier, it's just a relentless assault from Slangan where they're in that offensive end, and all 3 players, they are swirling around, taking every shot possible.
Yeah, and like even when you have all 3 people in the net, Slangang are still gonna find a way to put it in. Hydra are gonna have to get really creative if they want to take home this W, and Tommy is looking to do just that. Nick knocks it forward as well. Is there a 3rd to follow up on that? Officer, just about, but not quite with enough momentum.
Do like them coming out swinging here a little early, trying to give Slangan a taste of their own medicine, just not quite able to capitalize.
Goes up. It's actually going to be Tom going for the aerial there. Nick drops it down, but unfortunately onto the post it goes. Finds the aerial. Goes for the flip reset. Goes for the double, but bumped away there by Tom.
Low miscue from Deej. See if Tom's able to make something out of this. Oh, almost a great play, but Smith playing it off the backboard is going to deny the counterattack.
Not Deech. With the backboard play. Only serves to put it into the hands of Officer there, who gives up the ball to Smith, but Nick not quite willing to let possession go that easily. Tom takes it off the corner. Nick, unfortunately, not quite able to find the end of that one.
And
the ball goes back.
Full open net there.
Yeah. Kind of a rough bit of luck there, unfortunately. It has not deterred them.
Tom with the backwards pass coming off. Nobody there for Hydro. That was a great pass from Tom, pinching off the corner while going backwards. Those are hard passes to make, and he made it look easy.
Well, a couple of guys going across there, but it is eventually Smith winning out that like 50-50-50-50 of
What a
sorts, I
save.
suppose. Yeah, lovely save there from Nick. Only 1-0 up, 2 minutes 40 left on the clock. And Deech is looking to cast the curse me, which, you know, fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Deech's specialty. As soon as you think something's not going to happen for them, where's Deech? Here he is, right on the ball.
Yep. I mean, it sends it flying past two separate members. I mean, Deech has really been, you know, the standout player for this Slang Gang roster.
Yeah, I would fully agree. Harm, though, I got to give Harm his flowers as well. Harm is assisted on a number of goals that Deech has taken, so there's just great teamwork all around from Slang Gang.
Yeah, they've really got this sort of thing down to an actual science here. And Smith is going to look to set up another offense. It's going to be Officer, though, taking the ball into the blue half. Smith takes it away for the aerial from Deech. Goes off the wall, tries to find it, but no players there. Tom goes for the shot. Harm with an excellent save to prevent the 2-1 scoreline.
I think that might be a good thought there from Hydra, or from Tom as well. Oh, what a demo on the goal line. I thought that for sure that was going to be a goal, but great idea from Hydra. Maybe try and catch Slang Gang off guard, throw these long balls into the net, but it won't matter because here's Deech again, putting that into the right side of the net, just tucking it right past the defender.
Yeah, far side as well. And notice that Tom, you know, wasn't necessarily in a position to be able to go for that. Was actually facing away from the ball. And, you know, very accurately read that Tom wouldn't be able to get onto the end of that.
Yeah, great positioning.
Let me know, Officer. That little clearance.
Seeing a typical Slang Gang game here. About a minute left, up 3-0. It's up to Hydra. Trying to make a comeback as Black Rose attempted in game 1, but that's just going to go right past Smith with the little ground pinch. I don't know if any of the defenders had enough boost to even attempt that ball. What a great pinch there.
Nick almost got onto the end of that, but unfortunately just wasn't quite quick enough. 4-0 with 1:10 remaining on the clock. This first game is looking very good for Slang Gang. It's going to be Harm now, looking to take it out of the corner. It's going to be Nick, though, able to deny the aerial. Officer using a little bit too much boost there, but does the job of preventing further offense. That's going to be the one. Yeah, Nick does well to get onto the end of that, though.
Hydra looking to make a passing play of their own, but that is blocked very quickly by Smith. He's now looking to continue the ball. Can't happen. Harm has a great demo on the sideline. This might be another... Oh, wow. And all of the Slang Gang players missed the ball on what was presumably an open net.
Oh, and a lovely little knock away there. Tom just looking for the consolation goal at this point as there's only 10 seconds left on the clock. Slang Gang very convincingly taking game 1.
And looks like we're not going to have the trend of Slang Gang upping their goal total by 1 every match that they play, but they are going to walk away with a game 1 victory, and you know that they are more than satisfied with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be satisfied if I were them too. They've set a strong precedent here, and it's going to be... The impetus is going to be on Hydra to, you know, really try and make something work here.
Yes, looks like we are getting requests for a server reset. So we are going to go ahead and reset our match here. Get everybody in and ready to go.
Gonna see how long that takes, but yeah, sort of the sort of analysis that I'd say was I think that game, you know, Hydra definitely looked a lot stronger than Black Rose. They were definitely a lot more resilient to some of the offense that Slangang was able to put up. But I mean, in the end, the scoreline still remained the same, and that's just, I think, maybe Slangang's adaptability or just the fact that their strategy just works really well and is yet to really see any kind of counterplay.
Yeah, I think it's a little column A, column B. They're adapting very well to the teams that they're playing, but it doesn't seem like anybody has an answer for what Slangang is doing currently.
Yeah, those kind of aggressive shot after shot after shot plays are just incredibly successful for Slangang. And I mean, I can see why. I'd be, you know, I'd be panicking as a defender if I was just fended off a shot and then I saw another one going in from that guy that you was halfway across the field like 2 seconds earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like they've got their midfield rotations completely down. Nobody goes back for that big corner boost on their end unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, like another one? Are you kidding? Another shot? Come on.
Yeah.
You have all three you can literally have all 3 players back in, you know, back in your half, and Slangang still gonna find a way to put it past all 3 of you.
Yeah, and that's just, again, that relentless force. They are going to make sure that they get that ball in the net when they decide, you know what, we're going to put all the pressure on here.
Yeah, and Hydra hope to be the immovable object that the unstoppable force would have to clash with. But they're going to have to build that up in this next game of Game 2.
And it looks like we do have a sub. Metros is going to come in for Tom for Team Hydra. See if this is able to make any sort of a difference for them.
Yeah, it's rather fair enough. I mean, it's good to put in other players sometimes if you're not quite sure. You know, if you're not quite particularly confident in the way that your roster was looking, and you maybe your coach saw, you know, the player making a few mistakes, maybe they're tilted or something. It's good to be able to have that option to put in a substitution.
Yes, absolutely. And if I remember correctly, Metros, based off our roster sheets, was the highest MMR player on this team. So he may be the equalizer that Hydra's looking for, and they could have just been trying to, you know, maybe a new combo, seeing if that would work out for this game.
Seem rather likely, I'd say. Officers gonna like to set something up there. It's gonna be Deech though. Gonna clear the ball forward, but Harm is gonna send it soaring into the open net.
What an absolute screamer. He sent that, wow, from their back half of the field and just over every defender's head.
Nick, maybe perhaps is telling the truth. Maybe the server is a little bit worse, but maybe excuses. Maybe, who knows?
Could be. And Metros finds the equalizer.
Only 1 minute in this one now.
Yeah, absolutely. Only 1 minute in, Metros is already making its presence felt on this field in Game 2.
There's a lovely little self-play as well to be able to knock it off of that crossbar and have it fall down into your waiting arms just to be able to tap it in like that.
Yes, that's
the mark of a very skilled player.
I can fully agree.
Deech now. It's away. Konami. Oh, it's another open net. Are you kidding?
Beautiful. Officer with a great bump there, trying to get Deech off the ball. Little pop off the top. I don't know if he meant to do that, but it worked out beautifully as Nick comes flying in to score that open net.
I mean, I don't think Smith saw that coming whatsoever. It looked very caught off guard in that replay.
Yeah, I think just about everybody except maybe Nick himself was caught off guard by that little pop off the top. And Nick, oh, what an angle, but great save from Deech.
Try to do it again!
What a cleanup. Hydra is starting to roll here in game 2.
They've found their rhythm now. They've noticed, you know, the weaknesses that perhaps the other teams didn't. And they're looking to give Slangang their first loss, which would be a hell of a loss, by the way, in a grand finals of all places.
Oh, absolutely. See, though, still plenty of time, not even halfway through this second game. So Slangang has plenty of time to adjust again. Throws almost with a disgusting angle out of the corner, but it's cleared out by Slangang.
That would have been just completely ridiculous if that went in.
Yeah, could have been probably contestant, if not goal of these Div 2 playoffs so far.
Oh yeah, but I mean, that's a rough one to let in. But you know, that's sort of the Slangang special, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see Harm. He stayed there. He noticed that ball was maybe not gonna quite go in off the Deech, and he was ready to turn and win the 50 challenge, trying to get Slangang and his team back up to equalize with Hydra.
Gonna be Nick now, taking the ball into the air. Down to Deech, knocks it off the wall. Looks for the shot, but Harm just wasn't on the end of that, I don't think. But Smith! What a screamer that was! Straight into the top corner.
Right off that left line as well. That seems to be his specialty. How many times have we seen him hit a shot from that left side, just absolutely to the other end?
Very nicely done there. 2 minutes 46, and it's 3-3.
All right, now halfway through the match, so we're going to see this is definitely a blow-for-blow, tit-for-tat game between these two. See if either team is able to pull away, or if this might be our first game that truly comes down to a last-second goal.
I mean, Hydra looking to avoid that phase, I think. They really want to get another one of those goals on the board. But I mean, Slangang are making it difficult for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're starting to bring out again their signature style. Deech almost with a nice flick out of the left side, but Slangang bringing their signature style back into view of just pure aggression on that offensive end.
Nick is going to take the ball up the side, but Deech, oh, what speed! Too much even. Able to get to the ball, but Smith is more than happy to take that shot. Nick again looking to take it up the wing. But that double commit doesn't work out particularly well for them. The ball goes into the net. Deech! Screw that equalizer.
A risky double commit from Hydra, and Officer just not quite able to get the touch that's going to dump it into his corner. And Deech says, I will take that layup all day. Thank you.
That's sort of what happens when you do a double commit like that. There's only one person left to defend, you know. That can happen.
And it's always rough being that last person back as well, knowing that if you miss, that's probably it. A lot of pressure to put on one person.
It's gonna be Nick. Getting the ball up. Arm though. Collects it. Officer... Again, not quite enough momentum, I think, from Hydra to really get anything going yet, but Nick is looking to change that as he takes the ball into the second half. Oh no, all three members are in the blue half. Slangang, there's an open net for them.
Yep, and Smith is going to capitalize right on that. Let's take a look here. Yep, Harm just parks his car right in front of Officer and knows that this is why I need to give my teammate that little alley so he can get the open net.
It looks like Tom has left the match. So only game 2. Still a chance for Hydra to come back from this. So a 2-goal deficit after all. Nick, once again, trying to set up an aerial play here for his team, but Smith is going to be able to knock that ball back into the Hydra half.
Yeah, we need to see Hydra get back to their first half form because they were definitely giving Slanegane a run for their money. Oh, low miscommunication there as Metro's accidentally 50s Nick, puts the ball back into his own corner. Looks like this might do it.
Yeah, 10 seconds left now. Almost another goal from Slangang, who are going to be going 2-0 in this series.
Oh, and Nick can't quite find it. He still can't find it after Jeets gave him the layup. That is very close. That's got to be a little demoralizing for Hydra.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty rough, but I mean, maybe they had a bad server. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, at a certain point though, you just gotta play with the hand you're dealt. You can't keep switching servers and trying to blame the server. Sometimes Rocket League they just Rocket League is Rocket League. We know how this goes. Yeah. Rocket League servers aren't always the greatest.
Occasionally, it is a skill issue.
Yeah, occasionally, but we'll go with the server for now.
Never when I'm at fault. It's always the server when I'm doing bad. But when everybody else is doing bad, that's just a skill issue, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my teammate has 300 ping. No, it's a skill issue for him. It's not a server issue.
Yeah, just don't have 300 ping. Have you tried just not having ping?
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
You gotta de-rank your ping MMR, make it a lot lower.
Yeah. Hop on the oh. Alright, we have a player that crashed, so we're gonna get them back in here.
That's Harm of Slangang who crashed their game there. It's sort of beset with technical difficulties, I think, this final.
Yes, absolutely. It's just a day of technical difficulties.
I mean, it happens. This is a live event. We can't really plan everything out in time. There isn't really any editing to do. We can't edit this stuff out.
Yes. No, absolutely.
Yeah. There's just some forces conspiring against us holding this final today, I guess.
Or we'll blame Psionics or Epic, whichever. Pick your poison.
Yeah.
All right, but I believe we have everybody back in, ready to go. GJ, we good on production end? All right.
That's a yes from production.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and give them the okay, and we're heading into Game 3 of the Grand Finals between Slanegane and Hydra.
Going to be looking for a goal immediately off of kickoff. Just to really set a precedent for the game. Harm doesn't quite find the aerial there. Officer, though, rocking the Octane now. Doesn't quite find anything there. Oh, I am mistaken.
I played his time. He was very patient, and as soon as he saw his opportunity, he did the Smith special, is what I'm going to call it, and hit that ball out of the left corner at a very nice angle.
1-0 up for Hydra. Strong start for them. Let's see if they're able to carry it through into this game.
And that's exactly what they needed. They cannot be flat-footed coming out against Slanegane. They need to continue to play hard, and Nick with a nice little flick over Harm. It's going to put Hydra up 2-0.
I don't think Smith even had the boost to be able to get onto that. Look, you see him there. He's going for the large boost pad that just isn't there.
Yeah, it appears so. Valiant effort, just couldn't quite reach it.
Smith now uses the aerial, uses the kickoff, sorry, to pinch that into one of the halves there. A little bit of a kerfuffle there between Harm and Nick, but it's going to be Deech going to take it off the backboard into the waiting arms of Smith, who demos Officer for their trouble.
That's kind of an open net. Smith did not get the touch that he was hoping for.
Yeah, it's back into the Slangang half now. Deech, once again, looking for it, but the defense this game from Hydra has been a lot stronger than we've seen previously.
Yeah, definitely have tightened up their rotations, and looks like they're not quite yet double committing as much as they were before, which obviously is always going to be a very big key on defense. You can't leave just one man back constantly. That will never work out well.
Absolutely not. Could argue that was a double commit there, but I reckon, you know, they just didn't have the boost available, so Metro went in and was like, I got it, Chief, knocks it forward.
Yep, absolutely. That definitely looked like a call off, or Metro says, I got it, I got the momentum, let me go ahead and take this from you.
Yeah,
Great communication from Hydra.
Yeah, very nicely done there. Nick bounced it off the wall, but it's going to be harm on the end of it. Oh, it's it's an own goal.
Hydra.
Let's see that again in slow motion.
The last thing that you want, Metro's accidentally slamming that in there.
That's a rough one. But they're still up a goal with 3 minutes left on the clock. So as long as they're able to hold out this defense, they're going to be able to potentially take this game over Slang Gang and even up the series.
I don't know if Deitch was looking for a shot or looking for a pass. Either way, wasn't able to find the connection he's looking for. Officer trying to flip reset. That was a great play low on the ground, but blocked out by Harm.
Yeah, wasn't really able to get the momentum that they wanted, unfortunately. Perhaps looking for a player that wasn't there, but they'll take the ball into the air now. It's going to be Harm, though, on the end of that, following a bump from Smith. It's Officer, though, sending the ball into their half, but Deitch responds back. Metro easily defends that one.
I gotta say, Officer's looking a lot more comfortable in the Octane. I think that is a true car switch that's actually going to help him out, because he is playing, I would say, noticeably better than he has for the rest of this series. But it doesn't quite matter when you were facing Slang Gang, because they are going to be there anytime you even slightly slip up.
Match is now completely equal. Smith does well to find that angle, sends it over Metro, who didn't quite anticipate them.
Yeah, and it was a great pass from Deitch, putting it right above Metro's head in such an awkward spot. He couldn't go for the ball, but he was also not in a great position to try and defend the pass, or the shot coming off of the pass. So, good play there from Slang Gang.
Just gonna get it up. It's actually gonna be Metro looking for the shot. Is there a third member? Yes, but no! Oh, that's a horrendous miss.
Just off high. I feel like he had all of the net to go for, and he put it in the one spot that was not going to work.
That's an incredibly rough go of it there from Officer. But Hydra are not deterred. Officer's going to look to redeem themselves now. Gets the ball into Nick's possession. There's an open net there. Harm isn't quite able to get to the end of it. Smith sends it up, but Officer is there.
There it is. There's great pressure from Hydra. Nick, I mean, what is that? Almost getting that flick in. Smith, and there was no way for Slang Gang to defend that. That ball was going to go in. Fantastic offensive pressure from Hydra.
Absolutely. A little over a minute left in the clock. Hydra going to make this series a 2-1 and get themselves a little bit of face here to save. Got 1 minute now to prevent any further goals.
Yeah, it definitely seems they're trying to kill a little bit of time, but that may not be the right idea, because Slang Gang capitalizes. Great 50 from Smith on Metros, trying to kill time, and who is? It's going to be Deitch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who else, though, right? Who else?
He's definitely, I would take my vote for MVP. He has been all over the field, every series, every game. That man is almost unstoppable.
Almost, as Hydra are desperately trying to prove. Officer now looking for another set play. Just 30 seconds left on the clock for Hydra to get this fourth goal and get themselves a game in the series. But, as always, Slang Gang are hungry. They're looking for it. Not quite able to find it just yet, though.
Final 10 seconds. See if we're gonna get our first overtime of the playoffs, or somebody's gonna get the miracle goal. And it's Nick with the pass from Officer. Oh my. Such a, I hate to say, but such a basic play, but worked out so well for Hydra. Great placement on the shot from Nick as well.
I mean, sometimes the basics and the fundamentals are all that you need.
Yep, and Hydra just proved that right there. 3 seconds left, going up 1. Slanegate needs a kickoff goal if they have any hope of overtime.
Or a
That might be
0-second
it.
goal! Oh, it's still in the air! Deech keeps it up! Officer Cammy is gonna try to put it down! They just about managed to. Hydra taking their first game in the series.
And first game from Slanegate in the entire Div 2 playoffs as well. That's great finish from Hydra, but Slanegate, just by a nose hair, was unable to get that goal to force the overtime.
Very nicely done there from all sides. Hydra definitely did well there, you know, just discounting that slight misplay from Metro. They did well to keep themselves on the level, very mentally sound, and not tilt.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that should be their game plan going forward. They need to come out hot. They need to get a goal or two lead. So when the Slanegate does pick up and they start popping off, that they have a cushion that they can fall back on.
Looking to start it strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gonna be Deech now. Gonna take the ball upfield. Metro gets a touch on it though, and it sets it up for Nick, but that ball's still going into Hydra's half. But not for long, as Officer's looking to set up a play here, but Smith is on the end of it.
See if Nick has a little bit more magic. Oh, Officer went for it, I think, a little early. Didn't think maybe Nick was going to be able to follow that up, but Nick's definitely looking to set a play up.
Yeah, very much struggled for the double touch there. Smith, nice defense there.
See a little bit of demos coming out from Hydra right now as well. Seems like they're definitely taking the more aggressive route, trying to get Slanegate just thrown out of their rotations. Deech!
Oh, what a pinch!
That was filthy.
I want to see that again because I barely caught it from here.
Oh my. Under 2 defenders playing it off the ceiling. That is fantastic.
That is raw mechanical talent right there.
Just another shot to display why we are gushing about Deech, because he is certainly one of the best offensive, if not the best offensive players in the Div 2 playoffs.
Yeah, I could not agree more with that assessment. Able to defend that one. 3.5 minutes now.
Uh-oh, low miscue. Almost
like,
triple commit from Hydra. Nick's still able to stay with it, though. Looks like Hydra is able to recompose themselves.
Yeah, they did well to, you know, fully rotate back, realize they made a misplay, and get themselves in front of goal in time to defend that attack there.
Seeing a lot of boost control come out from Hydra as well, which may be amplifying, you know, what they're able to do against Slanegate. I've seen a lot of corner boosts taken by Hydra and Slanegate end, which is exactly what you need to do against players of this caliber.
Definitely Smith. Not quite finding the shot there. Boost stolen, I believe, there by Harm, so Nick has not much in the tank. Metro does well to get onto the end of that shot.
Clear, I know. Yep, Officer's looking for Metros down the field. He's going to give it back to Officer. Hydra looking to get a play in midfield. Nice little pop, but nobody's there from Hydra to follow it up. Would have been rough anyways. All 3 from Slanegate in the net.
Lovely
and a great
flick.
demo. Yeah, lovely flick out of Deech and a great demo from Smith on the back line of the Hydra defense. Opens it right up.
Gonna get a great angle for that. Oh, yes. Incredible team play there.
That very much was. And now 2 minutes left in this game, just under half the time gone. Slanegate is up 2-0.
Smith now. Ball at the side. Nick. Again, looking to be that playmaker for Hydra.
He's certainly shown the capability. All three Hydra players have shown the capability of being able to be the playmaker. It's just nobody's quite there at the moment. Nobody's showing that prowess, and almost a redirect.
Oh no!
But Deech is going to get the long shot from his own goal box.
Yep. I mean, that's a hat trick for Deech as well. Harm didn't even need to put a touch onto it. It was just going.
And not sure what happened to the rotation of Hydra there, but that is not a net that should be open.
No, definitely not. 3-0 now. 1 minute 40 on the clock. Not quite match point for Slang Gang. They still got 2 more to win, I should say. Unless Hydra
Certainly
has something
feels
to
like
say
one
about
more.
it. Oh,
Metros,
yeah.
though, gonna start possibly the comeback here for Hydra.
And that's what they need, right? They need some of that momentum to start building up. They've only got 1.5 minutes left, under that even, to be able to score these next 3 goals that would put them in the lead.
See, they'll definitely have to be quick with their second goal, because the way Slang Gang has been defending, they're not giving much room. So Hydra needs to capitalize every opportunity and be as fast as possible scoring these next 2 goals.
I mean, Metro taking it off the wall. Good bump onto Smith. That would have been very dangerous had they not managed to do that.
I agree. Oh, Nick with a good pinch attempt. I believe it was Deech there to cancel that out.
Gonna be Harm taking the ball into the Hydra half, but Nick is gonna set up an aerial play. Doesn't quite get the flip reset that they wanted, I don't think. Officer really tries to get the ball into the Slang Gang half. They're defending well though, and Harm's gonna take it into the air themselves.
And that's just open. Smith's gonna come right over the top of Harm and just slam it home.
Yeah, this isn't looking particularly good for Hydra here. 4-1 with 30 seconds left on the clock. It's a tall order for them to come back in this one now.
Absolutely. Yeah, it almost feels like they just need 3 kickoff goals, which is very improbable at this level of Rocket League. And as I say, kickoff goal, again, the caster curse. Kickoff goal, but not for Hydra. Instead for Slang Gang.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, that's just rough from Nick. Just a little bit too early there. Couldn't quite get the hit on the ball that would be required to prevent that. 5-1 up now.
And the speed from Harm as well. Great speed on the cheat. Being ready, reading what's going on, and just slams it right home.
I just saw that little back hit from Metro and was very concerned for a moment.
I was as well. I was thinking, are we going to have 2 own goals in a row? Because... my, that would not bode well for the rest of the matches Hydra has here.
Absolutely not. 5 seconds now for Hydra to score 4 goals. It's not happening, gang. It's going to be Slang Gang taking their 3rd in the series. Match point 4.
Finally on match point for Slang Gang. See, I think we have a card change coming out from Nick here. So we'll give him a second to get that all squared up. But yes, 3-1 Slain and against Hydra.
Oh, it seems that they're all just leaving the match. All right.
I'm not sure what we got going here. Yeah.
I think they haven't figured out that this is a best of 7 yet. Oh, so Nick was changing cars, and then everybody else just left?
Yeah, don't know if they also took it upon themselves to go change their car, or what we got going here, but...
Alright, looks like they want to call a timeout, potentially?
Yep, and I'll leave that up to production if timeout is available for them.
Not quite sure what the rules are surrounding this.
Since we are not RLCS, timeouts typically do not happen. You just kind of got to play through your games here.
Yeah, it does seem like we're going to play through the 4th game once the teams get into their designated lobbies.
And just a reminder for everybody as well, after this, we're going to be going to a short 5-10 minute break, and we will be going into the Division 1 finals. We had 2 forfeits in each of the semifinals games, so we're going straight to the finals, where you're going to see Galaxy taking on Iris.
Yes, and that'll be a game for the ages, definitely.
Absolutely.
Just, still waiting on the teams to get in, you know. Thank you all for your patience. This is apparently one of the teams was taking a 2-minute timeout and just didn't say anything.
Yeah, they asked if they could have it, and then just assumed that the answer was yes.
Right. Okay.
It does look like, I believe we have everybody now. So we'll give the teams the okay, and we will get Game 5 underway here.
All right. Everybody's in the lobby and ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like we have another substitution. Tom is coming back in, but he's replacing Officer this time. So we're going to have Nick, Officer, and Metros.
Match point for Slang Gang now as well. Going to be looking to close out this series. Metro. Looks for it. It's going to be Tom actually looking for the shot there. Eyes the ball up. Actually going to be Metro there. Being able to defend. Nick. Get themselves between Harm and the net. As Tom sets up an aerial play.
You can already see a lot of aggression coming out from Hydra here. They are not ready to go down easily, and they are going to fight tooth and nail to make sure that they have any own Metros. That would have been a nasty little shot if he could have hit it off. Harm goes for the lone shot, but Nick is here to block it off.
Lovely wall pinch there from Nick just to get the ball even deeper into Slang Gang's half. It is do or die for Hydra, and they are certainly playing like it.
I love to see the aggression from Hydra. Yeah, you would think being down 3-1, maybe have a little beat up, but Deech, again, MVP coming back out, carrying this ball on his own. A great pass from Smith, but Deech, what a beautiful grab, and just putting that right in the upper portion of the net.
Just the right amount of speed as well to be able to carry that ball forward with confidence. Very nicely done.
Oh,
Nick.
Great shot from Nick. A lot of power from midfield up in the air. Hydra's, again, they're fighting here. They're trying to get their plays going, but Slang Gang just looks untouchable.
Indeed, Nick. Okay, we're going to get to the end of that one. Deech able to defend that shot. But Tom is looking for the follow-up. Sends it into the air for Nick. But Smith able to clear it out. Almost nobody in front of goal there, just about goes wide. But it does put Hydra on the back foot.
Great clear. Hydra's looking for a lot of these long shots, I think hoping to catch Slang Gang off guard, but it seems like they almost always have at least one person back getting boost, and they are ready to take whatever is thrown at them.
Halfway in now, Slang Gang still retaining their lead. It's up to Hydra now to make a play and keep themselves alive in this series.
Well, good demo and steal from Metros there. Not allowing Slang Gang to take that ball out of the corner.
Definitely not. It's going to be Harm. Not quite able to get there. Tom looking for the setup, but was not there alas. Metro takes it off the wall. Tom now looking for the touch, but does not find it. Nick has the boost, but unfortunately not the positioning. The Slangang are just continuing to keep this defense rock solid.
Yeah, their pressure. No, an accidental bump. It looks like Nick was possibly forcing the Metros, who was trying to go for that ball. Down to a minute and a half. If Hydra wants to get something going, they need to start now.
That's in there from Teach. Tom, lovely little flick to try and get some momentum going, but again, the aggression from Slangang and the tempo that they have is just sublime to play against. I mean, Harm, like, even when they try to, like, take the ball across the halfway line, you just see Harm there, you know, denying any kind of space.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Harm read exactly what was going to happen and jumped, I think, before Hydra even knew what they were going to do with the ball. Harm just looked into the future and jumped straight for it.
Just a minute left now. Deech looking for that equalizer. Goes off the backboard. Harm, unfortunately, does not get onto the end of it. It's an open goal, but Smith able to get onto the end of it.
30 seconds. Hydra, we need to see something. Gotta at least force the overtime here. Nick going. That's kind of an open net. Some bumps, but Smith able to get the little pop on defense. This is looking bad for Hydra. There's a chance this is an open net.
Yeah, touch off the back as well.
Hydra's trying what he can.
10 seconds now. Rather unceremonious way to do this, but there is still potential for another goal from Hydra if they can keep the ball in the air. But it does look like Slangang are going to be your future gaming Division 2 champions, pending a miracle.
And there it is. It will not. Great game from both teams, but Slangang just proving that they are the better team. There's a reason why they went undefeated in their division.
Entirely undefeated. They've only lost 4 maps across this entire season. They certainly deserve this victory.
Yes, absolutely. And I will say it again. If you have to ask me who I vote for MVP, I think I would have to go Deech. Deech played
Deech.
lights out on offense. And while, again, Harm, Smith, they did their thing. They assisted some great saves. Deech was all over the field. You did not have a single play where Deech was not involved. He is hands down the MVP of this series and of the playoffs, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Deech just absolutely cracked player. Really made their mark on this tournament. And really led them to victory here.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So we're going to see if we possibly can bring him in. See if we can get an interview with at least one of the players. We'd like to bring Deech in if available. We'll see what we can get going here. And then after this quick interview, we will take a 10-minute break for our Div 1 teams to get ready. And we will go straight into the Div 1 Grand Finals.
Of course, all that is pending availability, you know, of Deech, who we would obviously, you know, love to have in. But, you know, I'd understand if he was a little bit too tired to potentially give an interview today.
Oh, absolutely. Playing, 2 straight hours of Rocket League, that'll take its toll on you.
Yeah, I'm tucking out just watching him, honestly. Like...
Yes. Yeah, I fully agree. The level that they're playing at, that would be... Yeah, I am definitely just... I need to go take a rest. I need a break.
Yeah. I'm utterly flabbergasted, frankly.
Yeah, fantastic play. Again, fantastic from both sides. Hydra definitely gave it their all. Tried a few combinations. Even were able to sneak one away from Slangang. Just in the end, though, Slangang's stronger team by far.
They did very well. Still waiting for confirmation from member of staff that we are able to get Deech into the call.
And if we are not, it looks like we will go right to break. And I believe it's got confirmation. So we are going to go to break. Deech is unavailable. So we're going to go ahead and break again, 10 minutes. So come back at 4:15 to watch Galaxy and Iris in our Div 1 Future Gaming Grand Finals.
Hope to see you then.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are here getting ready to run our Division 1 Grand Finals between Galaxy and Iris.
Yeah, and what a grand finals it is shaping up to be. Of course, Galaxy is a team consisting of Zernite, MGD, 10-piece Nugget, and Eblis, who are all hovering in that sort of upper, if you were to round it to the nearest 1,000, they'd be 2,000 MMR.
Yeah, close
like
enough, yes.
1.9, 1.8, 1.7, 1.6, respectively. And Iris, and they're of course our number 1 seed. Iris, of course, have a bit bigger of a roster. They've got Kappa, T-Man, Unix, Tempest, Luca Monster, and DWC. But what they have that Galaxy don't is a player who is 250 in terms of MMR, which will be Luca Monster. So it'll be interesting to see, how much of an impact that has on this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned, Galaxy is the 1 seed, Iris the 2, but they are incredibly close together. Galaxy has an 8-1 record with only 7 matches dropped, whereas Iris is 7-2 with only 8 matches dropped. So they are neck and neck as far as the regular season standings go. So this is shaping up to definitely be a great match. But I will have to agree as well. Luca could possibly be the difference maker. He is the only true 2,000 player in this lobby currently, and he is also well above 2,000. So if Luca is here today and he's starting, then he might be the one who's going to run the show.
Yeah, I could not agree more. I do think Galaxy, though, they do have the advantage of coming into this being that number 1 seed. And, of course, I've said this as an advantage before, but having a much smaller, general roster, I do think is an advantage because you can, get used to each other's play styles a lot more and not necessarily miscommunicate as much. Because, you just kind of, at a certain point, know intuitively what the other players on your team are going to do and just kind of anticipate that.
Yes, yep, I would completely agree. I'm always the same. I mean, there's a reason why the RLCS, the pro teams have only 4 players, 3 main and a sub for when needed, because it is much better to have 3 players who have great chemistry than have, 6 players and swap people out constantly. It is much better to go with a smaller roster.
Yeah, it's a lot better for improvement as well, because you only have to coach 4 players instead of having to coach all 5. And, sometimes if you're VOD reviewing a scrim, some of the players aren't even there, but they have to show up to the review anyway. It's just a mess sometimes, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, who knows as well. Sometimes I know, especially in the Future Gaming League here, some of these signings are just literally emergency subs. So they might not even see a whole lot of playtime, but it is still better to the smaller roster, the better.
Yeah, no, personally, I could not agree more, but we are going to be going into this game relatively shortly. Just as soon as all of the players join the lobby that we have set up here for everybody today.
Yep, and again, just to reiterate, in case anybody had missed it, this is straight to the Div 1 Grand Finals. We had a forfeit in each of the bracket sides for the semifinals. So 2 teams automatically advanced right into the Grand Finals, and now here we are.
Indeed. And it's quite funny that though the Seed 1 and Seed 2 as well, you'd have thought that maybe the Seed 3 or Seed 4 team maybe have gotten a lucky break here because the other team forfeit. No, it's the Seed 1 and Seed 2 teams.
Yes.
This is in all likelihood how it would have played out anyway.
More than likely, yes. And it is funny to see it, but you got to think also they're Seed 1 and 2 for a reason. Their players constantly show up. They're putting in the work. They're here to play their games. So it does also make sense how the top teams are the ones who do not forfeit because they are here and they are ready to play.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have some of the players in the lobby at the moment.
Looks like we have Galaxy, I believe.
Yeah, just waiting on the Iris roster to get in here. And I mean, to be fair, there is a lot of them. So, we can allow it, I suppose.
Yeah, a lot of spectators coming in for this match.
Yeah, us included, to be fair.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yep, just add 1 or 2 on top of that. And now it looks like Iris is coming in.
Yes, it looks to be Tempest, Unix, and
DWC.
DWC. Yes. Took me a while because I had them down as DWC.
Yes.
But I didn't know that the like actual tag was Dirty White Cloud.
Yeah, that's I looked at it. I'm like, I've seen this before.
took a little bit there. The two brain cells I have rubbed very furiously together in order to make that thought happen.
All right, so we've given both teams the okay. When both teams are ready, we are going to go ahead and get this started.
All right. Here we are. Grand finals of Division 1. The stakes literally could not be higher if we tried. It's the best of the best that this league has to offer. And it all comes down to this best of 7 series.
See, Prague trying to play that out of the corner, but DWC is going to deny it. Tempest getting up very quickly, but Milo is there, ready to try and block it out.
Zonite. Let's take it up the side. Tempest knocks it back. Oh! What placement there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely feel like Milio, he had a good opportunity at that ball. He just maybe misjudged it a bit. That ball died on him. He thought it was going to go a little bit higher, and instead it goes right under him.
Oh, yeah. Lovely opening goal here. Not even 30 seconds had elapsed before that goal was able to head it into that net. But it's going to be on Galaxy to equalize this up. Frog takes the ball into the air. Dirty White Cloud gets the save onto it, but forfeits a lot of boost in the process. Tempest is more than happy to carry it into the Galaxy half, though.
Great boost to a low pop out. DWC just quite couldn't get a handle onto that ball. Unix going to try. He's still keeping it in. See if Tempest can make a play, but he's just shy under the ball.
Frog now takes the ball up. Dirty White Cloud knocks the ball back down. Unix passes it to DWC, who drives it into the net.
Yeah, beautiful play there from Iris. They're giving this one seed a run for the money. As we had mentioned, it's going to be close here. These teams are pretty much neck and neck.
Zonite goes for the kickoff. It's back into the Galaxy half. DWC now looks for it. It's going to be Zernite, though. Take the ball forward. Prague.
What placement from Prague. It looked like he actually split the defense with that shot. Put it between every single possible player right there.
Yeah, that just didn't... DWC didn't quite have enough speed to get onto that, and the other two were all but static there. Very nicely placed, as you have mentioned. Going to be Unix to kick this one off now. Takes to Zernite.
Zernite, lovely carry. Bumped off the ball, though. That was a great bump from Tempest, making sure that they're unable to continue with that.
DWC now. Takes the ball across. Zernite will pick it up, though. Ooh, almost a rule 1 on the side there. Very rare to happen. Unix, though, takes it down to DWC. Zernite taps it across. Unix just about able to get the save before being demoed.
Yeah, I like the hustle from Unix there. He more than likely knew that he was going to be giving his life up, but sometimes you got to do that to make sure the save is going to come through. That is what we say, putting your life on the line.
Clearance there.
Prague, very lucky. Nobody from Iris is ready for that.
Tempest now goes for the bump. Doesn't quite get the bump, but, you know, DWC, I mean, I didn't even comment on it because I was just so focused on the bump, but, you know, he's just took that straight into the net.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like, again, kind of that bump, a little bit of a team play. Block out the man going for the ball, give DWC time to come in and make that shot. That is a beautiful play from Iris, and they're halfway through, up 3-1. They are looking to try to run away with this game currently. And as I say, DWC again, they have a fourth. slots it. 2 defenders just quite couldn't get that ball out. That is an awkward pass from Tempest, if I'm going to be honest, but fantastic placement from DWC.
Oh, yeah, straight into that top right-hand corner. 4-1 now with 2 minutes 20 left on the clock, a little over halfway through this game. Iris are hoping to make this 5-1 now.
Zero Knight had a nice idea there, but DWC read it beautifully. He's able to try and make a pop. Double commit, though, out of Iris. Let's see if Galaxy's able to capitalize, but I don't believe so, because Unix is going to put this in. Oh, my goodness. Iris is definitely running away with this game now, and you watching this, you would not think that they were the number 2 seed. They are absolutely blowing Galaxy out of the water in this first game.
Completely dominant thus far. It's going to be DWC to take that kickoff. Milo will be looking to set up some kind of offense, but it is Unix able to take it forward. Milio just about able to get to the end of that one. Good save there from Tempest.
Iris, they're playing this game to almost perfection. They are controlling the ball, controlling the boost. Even when they double commit, it seems like that doesn't even phase them. They are all back on the same page almost instantly. They're firing on all cylinders right now. Except for there, Emilio with the slowdown shot. Great pass from Prague, but Emilio, way to slow that ball down and make the defender get past you before that goes forward.
Yeah, very nicely done there. Brazil averted. As the series is now 5-2. Just over a minute left on the clock. He gets demoed there. DWC attempting the defense!
A bit of a miscue there out of Iris. Everybody's slightly missing the ball. I don't know if it was quite you could call it panic, but that did not end up great. We see DWC, what a saving them. His own teammates. Gotta love, you gotta have a little banter with everybody going around. That's always the kind of vibe you want with your team. Everybody able to joke a little bit, poke fun at each other, and then move on and play better going forward.
I mean, you can do that when you're 2 goals up, though, to be fair to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just over 30 seconds left, up 2 goals. You definitely can play around a little bit.
Yeah, you can afford a little bit of banter there. Milio, though, looking to make it 5-4 and set Galaxy up to even up this series, but it's just not happening for them.
Oh, Zernite looking for the double tap. DWC is going to deny him off the top bar.
Lovely defense there. Tempest tries to make it 6-3. Knocks the ball forward. It's only 5 seconds left on the clock. With Iris, the number 2 seed, going to be the first ones on the scorecard.
A lovely game from Iris. So Prague, last second goal. He's going to take one to go.
Stat padding, stat
yeah,
padding.
Exact stat padding. Now, maybe a little momentum builder for his team going into game 2 here, but otherwise, Iris is taking game 1, and it looks like we might have a fantastic series on our hands.
A very nice speed as well.
We're
looks like
being asked for a server restart here, mainly internet restart. I'll say Emilio's asking for his internet to be able to restart. We're going to give him 2 minutes. That's not enough time. Well, I'm sorry. Let's see how much he needs. Otherwise,
perhaps,
anything past that
5
so
minutes.
Yeah.
Gonna just see what Milio needs. Because for context, the ping just on this ending screen is big red triangular exclamation mark with a 296 next to it, which is not particularly ideal. It's really soaring up and down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I completely feel for him. You want to be able to reset your internet if possible, because trying to play on a bad connection, it's something that cannot happen.
Yeah, no,
So,
totally.
looks like we're going to give him maybe about 5 minutes here, see if he's able to get his internet sorted out.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we will be continuing with game 2.
Yeah, just perhaps throw it a break, maybe.
Yep, I think we take a couple
Hmm.
minute break here. Everybody get up,
Yeah.
stretch them legs, and we will be back
Hmm.
very shortly with game 2 of these Division 1 Grand Finals in Future Gaming.
Don't go anywhere.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are currently awaiting Iris to come back in after the restart. We do have noticed that Galaxy is subbing out Melio due to his internet problems. They are putting in 10-piece, aka Nuggy, in his place.
And I mean, that's why you have a fourth person on the team.
Yep,
That's it right
absolutely.
there.
Yep, as we mentioned earlier, it's an emergency situation. You need to have a sub available, or else, they either guess they could have tried to play 2v3, but at this level, that's not going to happen. So it's pretty much a forfeit, and we would absolutely hate to see that for the Division 1
Yeah,
bracket.
no, that'd be a real shame, especially considering the game that we've had thus far. It's just been an absolute banger, and if we have 7 games of that, that'd be pretty fun.
Yes, no, I wholly agree. Yeah, I would love to see this series go the distance. Iris is already coming out strong. Again, being the 2 seed, even though they're incredibly close to Galaxy as far as stats go, they are the 2 seed, so technically the lower team, but they're proving their worth here after that game 1.
Yeah, they're just really they're really making it out that the whole seeding thing is it doesn't really matter anyway,
Correct, yes. And it looks like we do have Iris coming in here. So we'll go ahead and let these teams know, join when ready, and we will get game 2 underway.
Same roster of Tempest, Unix, and Dirty White Cloud, aka DWC. Game number 2.
Here we go.
Let's start out with a aerial there from Unix. Muggy's going up for it. Zernite now. Takes the aerial. Prog, though!
Beautiful.
Reads that
Great.
perfectly.
Yeah, great pass from Zernite, using the ceiling to his advantage, getting that over Unix and Prague. Beautiful read, great speed, good power, and we're going to see Galaxy take a 1-0 lead 15 seconds into this game.
Very nicely done there. They've really got their mojo back. Zernite now. Ooh! Very close shot there. Iris are going to be looking to equalize up the series, but so much pressure being exerted by Galaxy here.
And we'll see if Nuggy, it might make a big difference if Melio's internet was affecting him as much as it seemed to be. Oh, Unix going for it. A little bit of fake, but Prague with a beautiful save. Tempest, Zernite's going to get a save again. Prague's going to throw this out. Zernite trying to put it on, but DWC is there. What a sequence we were just having at the moment.
Lovely bit of high-octane gameplay there. The impetus is now on Iris. Dirty White Clouds. Lovely little touch there. Zernite's just about able to get between that and the net. Lovely
Big
demo as well. Fantastically done. Dirty White Cloud.
No.
Ah!
That was
So
as
close.
free as it could come at this level, and DWC just puts it off right.
So incredibly close. Zernite now.
Zernite's going for the double. What a touch. Right in the upper 90. And this may be the reason you're seeing now that Galaxy is the #1 seed. When their internet is working, the team is working.
Oh, yeah. Very early demo, that. Not quite sure what value they plan to extract from there, but nonetheless, first shot of that kickoff will be from Unix, but Zernite maybe denied Prague a little bit there. Maybe a bit of friendly fire in that touch. But it redeems themselves with a lovely save there.
And you can definitely feel the difference with Galaxy here. Now that Emilio, I think he struggled in the second half of the game more with his internet than the first half, but already Galaxy, they're just off to a rampant start, and they are looking to keep running away with this game currently.
Unix now takes ball into the corner. Tempest sets it up for DWC to carry it through. Zernite gets the save, takes it to Nuggy. Unix now. It's a little bit of physical play onto them. Now Prog. DWC. In the air, looks for the aerial play. Unix is set up for it!
Beautiful. He put that just behind Zernite enough that he wasn't able to get the touch that he truly wanted. And Iris looking to make a comeback with just over half of this game gone.
Two minutes 12 on the clock. For Iris to secure another 2 goals. Put themselves ahead. Nuggy. Well to defend there. Unix takes it up. DWC.
Triple commit from Iris. This might be dangerous.
Nuggy takes it down. Very nice shot there. Even better save from DWC.
Oh, a little bit of bump play going on. Prague. Oh, wow. Zernite still able to get that out. Prague got bumped into the ball, but Zernite still able to read it and just slide it in past the bar. That is a beautiful play.
And DWC got a touch onto that as well, just not quite at the right angle. Just too much speed on that ball for an accurate deflection.
And there was a whole lot of physical play going on the back wall on the opposite side, so it was a jumbled mess, and I don't think DWC was quite as ready as he would like to be for that ball.
Yeah, certainly not. Almost ready for that one, though, but Nuggy was able to get the save in the end. Tempest now to open things up. DWC going out wide, looking to follow up on it. Just doesn't quite get the car in position, though. And lets Nuggy clear it.
1 minute remaining. We still have Iris down by 2. They need to find 2 goals within the next 50 seconds if they want to force an overtime. And that is a great redirect by DWC, but Nuggy's there. Tempest trying to keep this in. Zernite, though, is going to clear it straight out to Nuggy.
This is going to... Let's get the touch there, but it's DWC. Let's get that one. Collects the ball. Oh, and it's a lovely little shot into an open net.
Beautiful, and a great bump there as well by Unix. Unix led the charge. He goes straight for the bump, knowing DWC has control of that ball, and he pushes Nuggy right out of the net. 36 seconds. Iris needs 1 more to tie it up.
And I reckon it's fully doable for them. This Tempest.
Almost got it there.
Yeah. DWC looked for the off the backboard setup there, but unfortunately just wasn't a teammate there to be able to collect on it. It's going to be Unix now, looking to set up a play, but Prog denies it. Takes it down to DWC, who knocks it away with a lovely bicycle hit. Very long shot there, but Nuggy does find themselves on the end of it. 5 seconds now. Looks like Galaxy are going to tie up the series and take this scoreline. It's 1-1.
Oh, and the double commit. Unix, though, is going to keep this ball up. See if DWC has anything. Nuggy has something to say. Tempest keeping it up. Nobody can reach the ball, and there is the tie. Galaxy is going to even the series at 1-1. Yeah, very close. I think that ball just got a little bit away from them. From Tempest there at the end, but that was a great effort to try and keep it up and push down the field to equalize in the game.
Yeah, Galaxy did very well there. You know, it's good that they were able to get that sub in and have them able to play. Of course, it is a 1-1 scoreline. Either team need to win 3 now. in order to take this grand finals.
Like to see Iris start with a little bit of extra speed here, maybe. I think it's almost the same thing as Hydra and Slane games at a different level where Iris needs to get that, you know, the step ahead and give themselves a little extra of a cushion in case Galaxy starts making their comeback.
And it's going to take the ball up. Fortunately, no teammates on the end of it, only orange. Prog takes the balls to center. But DWC clears. Zernites clears back in the air. Unix is out to the side. Tempest, lovely little setup there, but unfortunately DWC wasn't able to get to the end of it. Oh, was that a lovely shot? Ooh.
Absolutely, but Nuggy is right there to deflect that back out. Prog's going to bring it back down, but Unix reads the ground play. Doesn't matter because Zernite's going to put it on with Tempest. Great top bar save.
Fantastic job there, Tempest. Been very consistent in keeping the ball out of the net. Prog centers Tempest. Takes it into the half, but Nuggy's there to meet it in the air. Takes it down to Prog. Intercepted by DWC. And Tempest knocks it fourth. Zernite taps it away from goal. Unix goes for the shot, but Nuggy able to save.
So far, Iris hanging out very well, and that is a completely open net. Unix going to leave it for DWC. Iris goes up 1-0 with 3:14 remaining on the clock.
We're seeing, I feel, a startling amount of these kinds of rotational misplays where, you know, somebody forgets that it's their turn to rotate back and leaves the goal open, and it results in that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that can happen when you feel like you got the push and everybody starts getting incredibly aggressive. Sometimes you just have those little miscues. And unfortunately, Iris there able to capitalize.
Maybe Zernite look to even things up there. Tempest now takes the ball to the wing. Centers it in their own way. Center of the ceiling. Unix now knocks it down. Prog collects. Takes it up the wall. Centered. Unix keeps it in Galaxy's half.
Tempest and Nuggy having a little fight there at midfield. Tempest threw him off, but Nuggy's still able to recollect himself and get back on the ball. Deny the attack there from Iris.
WC can't quite find an angle there. And thus Iris are going to be forced to play a little bit more defensively here as Galaxy seems to open themselves to an offense. But DWC able to clear it. Nuggy in the air, goes for the reset. And it's just generally a nothing burger here.
Definitely looks like Iris is keeping that ball very well on the blue side, except for this current attack here. But for the majority of this match, Iris is doing a very good job of keeping the ball on the opposite end of the field and away from anywhere near their net.
DWC now. Let's not go forward. Lovely demo there. Out onto Unix. Who is going to take the ball to the wall. Unix, though, again, just looking for these opportunities constantly, but Galaxy are just able to defend so well.
Yeah, and big ups the Galaxy because they are getting a lot of pressure at the moment, but they are still only one goal with, let's see, 7 shots put on the net currently. So they are definitely defending as well as they possibly can. But with about 45 seconds remaining, they need to make something happen here on offense if they want to have any chance at taking Game 3.
Zona's going to be the one to look to set it up. Takes the ball up. Is there somebody on the end of it? Not a blue member, I'm afraid. Tempest takes it over to DWC. Now Prog looking to center the ball. Zernite goes up for it, but just about met by Unix. 30 seconds left now. It's looking like Iris are going to be able to take the lead in the series.
Yeah, 15 seconds. Anything could happen here. Let's see if Galaxy has one last push in them.
We shall see indeed. 5 seconds now. Potential for a 0-second goal.
And there it is.
Oh.
DWC is going to put it in. He had something to say about that last push coming out of Galaxy. He would not allow that to happen.
Absolutely not. That will secure Iris a lead in the current series. The question now is, can Galaxy come back?
I definitely do see this being a one-for-one punch. I would not be surprised to see Galaxy come back next match and equalize the series at 2-2 again. This seems like that type of series.
Yeah, maybe we'll just keep having that sort of back and forth between the two teams. And, you know, eventually, you know, if this kind of pattern keeps up, Iris will eventually take the series, but there is certainly potential for Galaxy to perhaps take 2 in a row and gain a lead in the series.
Yeah, fully agree. Yeah, Galaxy certainly has the capability to do that. They just need to get past the Iris aggression that they are putting on right now. Yeah, DWC has something to say. He almost put that in. Very early goal.
Zernite now. It's going to be them taking the ball up. Nuggy. Lovely little cherry touch there. Unfortunately, Tempest able to save it before it goes into the net. That's going to be Prog. Met by Dirty White Cloud. A lot of bouncing the ball around here. But just not much in terms of opportunity for either team just yet.
It's looking a bit like ping pong, essentially. As you said, bouncing the ball between each team. You see one person get a touch, another person gets a touch. This ball is literally just ping ponging between every team member. And one of these guys eventually is going to find that slot that they can fit in and get a goal to put their team into the lead.
A lot of aggression here from Iris. They saw that Zernite, was the only person who had rotated back, but just didn't quite get to the ball in time to secure the goal.
Oh, and there it is. A little bit of a misplay by DWC there, but he was incredibly awkward, so you cannot blame him. What are you supposed to do? That ball looks like it's going in, but it doesn't, and Zernite follows it up with a great top shelf shot.
Yeah, just unsavable at that point, honestly.
Now we'll need to see Iris answer with 3.5 remaining in Game 4.
Just takes it down. Is that a player pinch there, I believe? Or are those called car pinches? I'm not quite sure.
I feel like that might be a little interchangeable there.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, I guess it's personal preference. Maybe it's a regional thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, the Rule 1. Some people call Rule 1 is actually Rule 2. So, you never truly know.
Not at all. We got 3 minutes remaining in the match. Galaxy are attaining their 1-0 lead. This game's been relatively low scoring since that first one.
Yeah, it's very quiet compared to the other games we've seen in this series so far. It seems like both teams are playing a lot more defensively and not quite as aggressive.
I suppose that's just because they know exactly what the other team is capable of. If given an opportunity which was just denied there by Tempest, DWC now looking to create one of their own. The goal was open, but Unix just didn't quite have the speed to get to the ball in time to slot it in.
And that was a great pass there by DWC. If Unix was just a hair faster, maybe half a second, that is a goal and a tie for Iris. We're going to see Tempest, though, take it high. DWC is already jumping for it. Prog, though, plays it right off the back wall perfectly.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Prog needed to do as well. They couldn't really just sit around on the goal line and wait for the ball to go in. Just wouldn't have been particularly defensible then. Under 2 minutes now. Galaxy are looking for their second. Shot goes far, but Dirty White Cloud on the end of it. Just to create a counter-attack.
Like with a nice play out of the corner, try and play solo, gets a little too far. Tempest able to try and break it up. Let's see if Tempest can lead the counterattack here for Iris. Prog, though, wants to cut that off.
Very nice little stop of momentum there, and it gives Galaxy all this space to work with. Knocks it down and forward, and Zernite puts it away.
Yep. Just like we were saying, great pressure, good stop. That stop allowed Nuggy to come up and get the ball, and Zernite comes zooming in from the center. Just slam that pass home. Make it 2-0 for Galaxy with 1:20 left on the clock.
Those are always kind of my favorite goals to just score in ranked, because you know that the other guy missed, and you're just like, don't worry, I'm here, and you just put it in for them.
Exactly. Yep. Slam it with that 100 mile an hour speed right on the goal line.
Yeah, you did all the work, now let me take all the credit.
Exactly. Yep. I will pad my stats. You only get an assist.
Yeah. 1 minute left now, 2-0 up. Galaxy Iris looking very optimistic now. Trying to find something, anything. Tempest just puts it wide. Dirty White Cloud looks to retain this pressure, but Iris had expended pretty much all of their boost, and as such, we'll have to cede possession over to Galaxy, who are more than happy to take it right to the goal line.
That may have been one of the easiest goals they could have had in this series. They weren't quite able to get it. Tempest tried to throw it to DWC, just missed it with 15 seconds left. We need Iris to get a goal here, and then a kickoff goal was pretty much their only saving grace. And DWC, what a play. Bringing it off the wall, catch it off the ground, pop it up. Nobody was expecting what he had in store for them.
I think he went for the fake as well, just for good measure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's either the fake or he's looking to get a 50 off of somebody's car. With 10 seconds, though, Iris, they need to get something going very quickly if they want to tie this game up.
And a kickoff is prime time to do just that. Tempest has managed to find the demolition onto Prog. A lovely little frick here from Unix. Oh!
Right off of the top bar, Unix had a beautiful chance there. Very rough with all the commotion going on in the net. But we will see Galaxy taking game 4 to tie the series up 2-2.
Again, it's I don't think you could have a more textbook definition of this game is going very back and forth, because it just is.
It literally is, absolutely. Even Galaxy, they were up 2-0, but that didn't matter. Iris was never out during this entire time. Now, I think we have a card change coming here from Nuggy. Oh, and everybody's back in. He's already back. I like a quick card change.
Probably had the preset ready to go. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So we are here then, going to start game 5. Best of 7. Series is tied up 2-2. This is turning out to be the best series of the day.
Indeed, it is. Let's see who's going to gain the advantage now. Zernite's going to be the one to kick it all off. Game number 5.
See if we can continue the trend of back and forth. If so, Iris is going to take this game, but we'll have to see. I don't want to give him the cast a curse, but that is the trend so far in this series.
Nuggy actually blocking that one. Doing very well on the defense. Sets it up for Prog, but an aerial 50-50 will deny them any further progress, as DWC is also denied via an aerial 50. Good setup here, though, for Prog. Just off the crossbar, though.
Oh, and Zernite. Oh, that was incredibly close. Just off the rim of the goal. That would have been a disgusting angle if he could put that in the top left.
Right now, looking for the setup. Complete disarray there, but Unix is able to stave off that goal. Nuggy as well with a lovely little save there.
And
Zernite takes it up.
Back up a little bit. I want to say Unix, great patience. Both of his teammates jumped for the ball. He stayed right in net, and he was their absolute savior, or else that was going to be a 1-0 lead towards Galaxy. Zernite again, there he gets his angle finally off of that left side. Beautiful double tap off of the wall.
Exactly.
Great
You just
pass
love
as
to
well
see those
from
kinds of
Nuggy.
goals.
Oh, 1000%. These players are so mechanical that you almost expect them to hit these. But when they hit them, it's still a treat.
Yeah, could not agree more. Unix now. Gets the ball down. Dirty White Cloud. Looking to take the ball up the wall. It's going to be Unix, though, to deny them that privilege. Dirty White Cloud flicks it over. It's, Nuggy is more than happy to start an aerial play, get the demolition as well, but it's Unix once again being that defensive rock for this Iris roster.
Absolutely, and Prague had a great attempt there, just banked off the top bar. Let's see if Galaxy's able to continue their pressure here on offense and make it a 2-0 lead.
AWC is very willing to take that fourth. The ball's looking very good for Galaxy now. Prague looks to get the double tap, but it only gets tapped into Dirty White Cloud. Attempts to clear the ball. Tempest getting the actual clear now. Lovely little center there. Who's on the end of that? Unfortunately, nobody.
And that was a great time there for Irish to try to strike, but I like the recognition as well of knowing that nobody can quite reach that ball, so they all back off and just allow, you know, recollect yourselves. Go get your boost. Try and reset your play.
2 minutes left now, Galaxy have the 1-0 lead. And they're looking to retain it, as their defense has been entirely solid throughout this game. Now it's going to be Prague taking the ball up. They're denied once again. Really just seems these teams are both so good defensively. It takes an egregious error for one to go in.
Prague Nuggy with a beautiful flip reset. He almost had this double tap off the ceiling, but Prague right there to capitalize on the miss from the Irish defense.
It was also like a double commit onto that ball as well, and the only person left to, you know, also try to commit to blocking that. So, you know, again, it's one of those kinds of errors that you just can't afford to be making in these kinds of situations. They're looking to force now Galaxy into making such an error as they look to pile on the pressure and secure their first goal of the game.
There it is, and great job by, I'm going to say, was that Tempest? Yes, Tempest parking right up there on the top bar. It maybe didn't interrupt Zernite too much, but it was just enough for DWC to come in and capitalize and try and get the series as close as they possibly can.
Dirty White Cloud now in the air. Looks for the cheeky little aerial goal. Fortunately, Zernite was well prepared for that. Takes it over to Prague. Zernite now goes for the shot. Dirty White Cloud able to defend nicely. 1 minute left on the clock now. All Galaxy need to do is keep the ball out of the net for just a little bit longer. They'll be up in the series.
DWC, great attempt. See if Eunice can put it back, but wow, what a block from Prague. I do not know how he saw that ball coming.
This goes for the knock-up. Tempest now. Taps it away. 30 seconds left now. Galaxy going to pile on the pressure. Give Iris absolutely no room to breathe. But breathe they will anyway, as Unix sends the ball careening into Galaxy's half. Tempest centers it. It's going to be Zernite not quite able to get the touch.
Oh no, what a miscue there from Galaxy. Zernite just not able to touch that ball, and it just falls in. Prague kind of flailing about, thinking Zernite had it. We are tied up 2-2 with 11 seconds left.
It's all going to come down to this kickoff. Otherwise, we are going to go into overtime.
Which I believe
That's
that would
looking
be
all the more
our
likely.
first overtime of the day, correct?
I believe it would be.
Yes,
Overtime it is. This kickoff is going to be very important. You don't score those, let me tell you that. That was, that had me very scared for a moment. But you do
And
score
Unix,
those, I guess.
Oh my. Great play out of Iris there. They're going to continue the streak of back and forth, back and forth. Unix red Zernite off the wall and just absolutely sends a screamer into the top right of that net.
Iris did very well there to come back from that hell of a deficit.
Absolutely. And again, this is definitely turning out to be our best series of the day by far. Everybody that's here in chat, we very much appreciate you watching in, tuning in, and we so hope that you are enjoying the great games that you are watching currently.
Thank you a lot for sticking around. It's match point now for Iris. They win this next game, they take home the title.
The Division 1 Grand Finals champions. See if Galaxy has an answer. Again, to keep the trend, if Galaxy has an answer, we are going to go into a Game 7.
Going to be playing very desperately for it. It's their only chance of staying in this tournament. Dirty White Cloud looks to censor it, but it is blocked. Very solid defensive play.
Unix not quite getting the touch he wanted, but DWC's there to bail him out. See if Unix can get this back mid. Not quite what he wanted. Zernite's going to get
it's open!
Beautiful read by Zernite. Great speed to recognize that pinch. That's definitely not what Unix was looking for, but that is what Zernite wanted.
I mean, again, you know, these teams, very defensively solid. They don't let much in, but when they do, it is certainly a sight to behold.
Yeah, I can certainly agree. It typically tends to be off of some kind of miscue or whatever you may call it of the defense because, again, yeah, these teams, they do not play lightly on defense. You're not going to get an easy goal against these teams unless something majorly goes wrong.
He's going to look to censor it now for Zernite. Takes it up. Perhaps looking for the double touch, but doesn't quite find it, it seems. Nuggy makes a shot careening towards the net, but DWC on the end of it.
And a
now
beautiful
Unix.
Bump avoidance by DWC there in the net as well. Unix with the double. Oh my. He got incredibly close with that.
Indeed they did. So right now, looks to flick it over. They managed to get it over Unix. It was very far into the air.
Great
The
save.
Tempest saves it nicely, yeah.
Almost the same situation we saw out of last game. Unix, can't quite get there. Tempest is not able to put it in. But almost currently, the same situation that we saw. What a save by Zernite. Out of our last game where Galaxy is up 1-0, 2-0, heading into the last minute or two of this match. But Iris, you know they are going to keep fighting. You can never count them out of these games.
2 minutes 45 on the clock. Iris still looking for their first goal. As Unix centers it, but Nuggy takes it into the air.
Oh my!
Carries it past DWC.
Oh my, Nuggy, that is disgusting. What a grab, great carry. Putting that into the opposite corner behind DWC. That is just absolutely fantastic to put your team up 2-0 with half the game gone.
Go sign now. It's going to be Prog looking again to open this series up, but unfortunately defended well by Iris. It's going to be Zernite now. And the ball's to the center. Unix looks at fourth. DWC carries it over. Nuggy. Cheeky little set of flips there, just to retain possession of the ball. Zernite doesn't quite manage to get the flick over, but keeps the defense solid for Galaxy. As we go into the last minute, 47 seconds of the game. Galaxy are still up 2-0, but we've been here before. And we've seen what Iris can do under pressure.
Ooh,
and it's even more pressure.
Absolutely. You got about 30 seconds to score a goal every 30 seconds. You got to score one goal. With the way that Galaxy has come out this game, I do not know if that's possible. You're going to have to get at least 1 or 2 kickoff goals if Iris is looking to tie this up.
No kidding. Zernite just
that's
demoed immediately on contact with the ball!
Oh my, Zernite from the opposite corner of the field somehow gets that out while getting demoed. What a shot.
Yep, I agree, Nuggy. This is Rocket League.
Yeah, this is Rocket League. Galaxy certainly looking to run away with this Game 6 here and force the Game 7. Unix might have something to say about it, but is denied by Zernite.
I mean, 5 goals in 1.5 minutes is almost entirely unheard of, but I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility. We've seen what Iris are able to do.
Make it goodness.
6. Make it
Galaxy.
6 goals now that Iris have to score.
Absolutely, and Galaxy's firing on all cylinders. It seems like they finally found their footing as a team, and they're putting it fully on display here.
It's minute 15 now. Galaxy's looking for the 6th. Dirty White Cloud not letting that in. Gonna continue. 2 bicycle hits in a row. Just flex on us, why don't you? Unix, though, goes for the flick. Zernite pre-jumps it nicely. Minute left on the clock. It's a goal every 10 seconds for Iris if they want to stay in this match.
And the way that Galaxy is playing at the moment, I unfortunately do not see that happening. It looks like they're starting to fool around a bit. See Prague pre-jumping off of a hit that Nuggy probably didn't have, and they're starting to fool around a bit because they feel like they have this game in the bag, especially 30 seconds left with a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, 5-goal lead is certainly not to be sniffed at, especially as the #1 seed in this tournament. Does seem that we are going to be going to a Game 7 pending some absolute heroics from Galaxy.
10 seconds
pending some
left.
absolute heroics from Iris, sorry.
Yeah, and 10 seconds left. No, not even 5. That's, yeah, this game is over. Galaxy's forcing the Game 7. We have an absolute beautiful series going on here currently. Ball is still up, though. That Galaxy maybe is trying to get one for the road.
Nah. Galaxy are going to continue this this streak of dominance.
Yeah, and we will certainly see, because as of now, as we had mentioned earlier, we still have the trend going of one team wins, and then the next game, the other team wins. So if that trend continues, Iris is going to win this next match. But based off the dominating fashion that Galaxy just took this Game 6, I don't know if Iris will be able to match that.
It seems like Iris are maybe a little bit slow and maybe a little bit lethargic at this point. Perhaps not quite the energy that they started this series with.
Yeah, they could have burnt themselves out a little too early in this series, and now just can't quite keep up with Galaxy.
Yeah, could not agree more. All comes down to this, though. Game number 7 of the series. Nuggy. All away, DWC. Unix. To set this up now. Is change the car again. Which is, well, fair enough, I do think. Tempest, though. Just take the ball off the wall. Unix now. Centers nicely, but Prague takes it away. Not much happening in this first 30 seconds. Nuggy. DWC, Unix. It's Tempest to get the save first. The Galaxy are continuing to keep this pressure up. Knight looks for the shot, Tempest. Still managing to get those saves. Now Unix setting up the counter offense. Knight takes it away from them though. DWC now carries the ball toward net. Prog takes the 50-50, as does Nuggy.
Great play. Slight double commit. Oh no. That ball is teetering on the edge. Unix finally able to get that last push it needs to go in. Oh,
That's all it needs sometimes.
Yep, that's all it needs sometimes. I think Nuggy may have jumped over his teammate there and caused that ball to go in.
Certainly been unfortunate for them. EWC looking to make it 2. As we are now 3 minutes, 15 seconds in. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go, I should say. In this the 7th game of the Grand Finals. Zerknight takes it down. It's 1-1.
Beautiful angle from Zerknight there. DWC tried the best he could to get the great touch off that back wall. Just wasn't enough though. Zerknight is right there to put it straight back in the face of that Iris defense.
It's 1 now. 3 minutes on the clock. It's going to be yet another back and forth game. Nuggy. Lovely little bit of tech there to get some speed on. And Zerknight.
Oh my.
Lovely touch.
Showing that offensive prowess. And he is going to let this team know, I am here. You guys need to defend me or else I am going to score right when it's in your net.
It's 2-1 now with nearly 3 minutes on the clock, courtesy of Zerknight. Galaxy retain their lead. They're looking for a third. Nuggy isn't quite able to find the double touch. It's going to be Tempest now. Into Prog, who knocks it over to Nuggy. Sets the ball up for Zerknight. What a shot from Zerknight. It's fantastic little setup there from Nuggy.
It was fantastic. And Zerknight already with a hat trick. Just about halfway through this game, he is looking to lead Galaxy into winning this Grand Finals.
DWC's got quite something to say about that. Didn't quite get the bump onto Zerknight in time, though. Zerknight looks to perhaps take a hat trick here. Certainly wouldn't surprise me if they wanted to do just that in this momentous of occasions. DWC just about finds the save. Tempest looks to set the ball up again for Iris. DWC, once again, a lot of vague gesturing at goal from Iris, I think, but no real concrete plans, I don't think, from them.
Yeah, no, I could absolutely agree. It seems like they're just trying to throw the ball at the net and see what can possibly stick. They don't really have a plan going forward. But they have a minute 40 now to find 2 goals to at least tie it up and take this game to overtime.
And Unix is going to be the one to try to set that up, but Prog tried the shot. Dirty White Cloud saved it. Zerknight now off the roof. Tempest there to defend again. Prog takes the shot. Saved by Unix. He gets the demo onto Zerknight. Oh!
Prog almost trying to put this game away. Nuggy's looking to do it himself. A Tempest with a great save off the side wall.
It's looking very scary for Iris now.
Oh my!
Not quite as scary anymore. 3-2.
DWC
with a minute and 4 on the clock.
Fantastic shot. That ceiling play, saving your flip for just enough to get the power past Zerknight. That is absolutely disgusting by DWC.
This is what you've got to do. You've got another minute and 4 seconds to score another, tie up the series, and potentially take home the win.
The flip reset.
Cloud. Oh, that's
DWC
filthy.
comes through again.
That's disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting. I mean, look at that. Unix tries to get the bump. I think he did get the bump, actually, which helps DWC out. And just, I mean, I don't know what to say. Iris, that is fantastic.
That's just a skill diff. That is literally just a skill differential right there.
Literally. Now we're coming down to 45 seconds. Game all timed up. Can Zernite, the offensive leader right now for Galaxy, he's trying to get it going, but now Iris on the back end trying to pull this game straight back and push the ball forward into the Galaxy end.
Well, just about 30 seconds now for one of these teams to find the back of the net. It's evened up now. Tempest takes the ball forward. Off the back wall. Dirty White Cloud is there!
Again. What a pass from Tempest, but DWC, just knowing that you need to be there, putting that ball on the top end where almost nobody can reach it. What a fantastic play out of Iris.
Not just the hero that Iris needed, but the hero that Iris deserved. A hat trick in the grand finals. Going from 3-0 to 3-4. 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Galaxy are going to be desperate for another goal to equalize it up. But as it goes to 10 seconds left, I believe Iris will be your champions.
Absolutely fantastic. Zernite needs to keep this up. Let's see if Galaxy has something in their back pocket that they are ready to deploy. It doesn't look like it. Unix will put it down. And Iris, your number 2 seed, is going to be your Division 1 Future Gaming League champions.
Incredible.
Absolutely fantastic series. DWC showed out in that last game. He let everybody know he is here to play. He is him.
DWC just saw the scoreline, said no, refused to, scored a hat trick and refused to elaborate.
Absolutely. Yeah, he just dropped the mic. He dropped the mic. He left the field. That was it. He is here. He is him. Iris is your Division 1 champions. What a series.
I don't know what to say. That was
yeah, stunned. Absolutely. That was wow. As soon as you thought it was over for Iris, no, he had something to say about it. Wow. Fantastic series.
I mean, that's just absolutely incredible play.
It was, and I mean, props to the Galaxy again. I mean, they took them the distance. Game 7 took them the distance, but DWC was having none of it. DWC was here to play.
Yeah, they can't fight the back and forth. They just couldn't do it.
No.
That 3-1 lead just evaporated in the face of DWC just choosing not to lose.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the same trend, of course, kept. I gotta mention that. The same trend kept. It was Iris Galaxy, Iris Galaxy, and then Iris did take that Game 7, courtesy of DWC.
Oh, yeah. What if you were 3-1 up, but then DWC said no?
Yeah, what are you gonna do at that point? Nothing. You can't do anything because DWC is proving to be one of the top players in Division 1 right now.
Just the top player. That's just stamped it. It's over. He's won the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely fair.
It's done. It's just
absolutely fair. Yeah, hat trick. And as we had mentioned, I forget exactly who it was, but off of Galaxy, they had a hat trick very early on, which is great and all. But in the last minute of a game, giving yourself a hat trick, that's completely different. That's a whole different story.
It's insane. It's just insane.
It is, absolutely. Shout out to Iris, shout out to Galaxy. That was a great series to watch. I appreciate the fantastic Rocket League that we just were able to experience.
Yeah, and I mean, Galaxy did incredibly well up until that point where, you know, I am still in disbelief. Like, up until the point where, like, DWC decided to just say no and get... I presume DWC's older brother is Squishy Muffins, and they got them on instead.
Yeah, right, yeah. Pass the controller to the big brother, and yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if it works, it works. It looks like we're gonna have Unix here for an interview.
Fantastic. I am looking forward to it. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for Unix, I want to thank everybody again for coming out to the Future Gaming League, Rocket League. Hold bi-weekly tourneys. I believe our next tourney is going to be next weekend. New season, if anybody's interested in playing. We have multiple divisions, ranks from Plat to SSL. Should be starting within the next month or so for the next season. So if you're interested, definitely drop something there in the chat. Ask for the Discord. I think !Discord will give you the link, and you can go ahead. We'll get you in because we would love to have you. Yep, it looks like, okay, we might actually have the entire Iris team. Looks like Unix is asking for Kappa and DWC to come in. This would be an absolute treat. I mean, talking about going to Dairy Queen after your Little League baseball game treat.
I mean, they deserve it up until this point, you know? Like,
oh, absolutely.
They've done absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic series. Again, I got to give a shout out to Galaxy too, because they played their absolute hearts out. But Iris, my lord, DWC, my guy, what a game, my lord.
Shit. I'm so sorry for cussing.
No,
it's alright. Dude, my heart.
We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't blame you. As Funky said, you looked at the scoreline at the end of that game 7. You said, "No, this isn't happening," and just went for a hat trick.
I couldn't let it end like that, bro. I couldn't let it end like that, dude. No, dude, mad props.
At all. You decided to prove that you are him.
I'm him, bro. I'm him.
He is him. He is him.
Dude, I appreciate it, bro. Oh my gosh,
absolutely.
No, this was honestly very stressful series. I gotta give it to the other team. Like, that was like a hell of a series. Honestly.
Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah, no, that was a great series to watch, to cast. I'm sure to play in as well.
Oh my gosh.
Did you guys have a game plan coming in against Galaxy, or were you guys just kind of, let's play our game and adjust off of there?
Funnily enough, we haven't really been putting in hours a lot recently. I haven't played with Josh in like a month. Unix.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward.
Yeah, and we didn't even have like Kappa couldn't play, T-Man, we lost and Luca, we lost our main roster. All of them weren't available. So we dragged in Tempest, and he was a freaking god, dude.
Yeah,
this isn't the main roster.
Solid. Yeah.
No.
This isn't the main roster?
No.
No, this is not even the main roster. No, this is the main roster.
Yeah, and
I mean, you played like it was.
It should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
we mentioned that pregame. I'm like, Iris having Luca, who's like a 2200. Iris has the advantage even being the 2 seed. But bringing in Tempest, I mean, yeah, you looked like the main roster for Iris. That was fantastic.
Yeah. It was good. It was pretty fun. The sad thing was we got the news today that our 2 other players couldn't play, and our game got kind of moved up an hour earlier. So we were supposed to have Kappa in, but he had a thing in the middle of the time, so we just picked up Tempest, who never played with us at all throughout the whole entire season, never played a single game.
We haven't played Tempest in months, man.
Yeah, he hasn't played with us ever, and he just became a super sub for us and just kind of popped off, honestly.
Yeah.
Took that turbo pulsar role, became the super sub.
Yeah, he did.
Oh god, he became the super sub.
Bro, he was.
Fantastic. No, I mean, a hell of a series, hell of a team. Congratulations to you guys winning the Division 1 championship. That is well deserved.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Honestly,
I'm freaking flattered. Oh, this is crazy.
Absolutely.
You should
no,
be.
Great.
You should
yeah. Yeah, I mean, a hat trick within a minute left in the game to pull your team back to win it.
I was like, "There's no way we're losing." I was like, "Bro, I felt the streak coming, bro." I was like, I cannot mess up anything, dude." And I just had to be precise with my mechanics.
Yeah, I just went Super Saiyan real quick on him.
Yeah, we saw him like after the first goal. Me and Tempest kind of like had the same idea where it's like we gotta be the supporting characters for him because like he's the one that can get us goals at the moment, right? So that's why
Right.
kind of like at the end we're just kind of mainly focusing on DWC and making sure he has enough room to get the goals and just to do everything. And he popped off at the end, and that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted, bro.
Gotta give it to the hot hand.
You made me cry, bro. I didn't realize that was a plan. Game 7, bro, we were losing. I was like, oh no. I was like, we do. Y'all, no, bro. Josh, you and Tempest, bro, are freaking G's, bro. Y'all are lit.
It was
Best
a team
series
effort, but
ever.
honestly, it was a really good series. Went to game 5. Oh well, game 7 actually. But hope it was good to watch and good to cast and everything.
It was hands down for me best series of the day. Hands down.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
I
word.
mean, that was beautiful. It was an
Can't wait to
absolutely
watch-
fantastic series.
I can't wait to
Thank
watch
you.
this stream.
No, it's hopefully it's great. Hopefully we did a good job casting it. But as far as
Oh my
gameplay
word.
went, you guys absolutely killed it.
That's awesome,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys much for stopping in. Again, congratulations on winning, and hopefully we're gonna see you both back, and maybe Tempest. You never know.
Yes.
Let's see you guys as maybe a
Yeah,
main
we'll
roster
talk about
going
it.
into next
Yeah.
season.
No,
got-
I honestly though, speaking about our main roster, if Kappa's still here or like listening or anything, Kappa was a really great pickup for us this season. Especially he brought in Luca too, and
Okay.
I wish we would have played the finals with him too. I know we played Tempest and he was our super sub and everything, but Kappa, you are the G. Thank you for getting us through the whole entire season. Thank you for everything, man. Thank you.
Love the
Beautiful
cat, bro.
shout out. Yeah, love to see it. It seems like you guys have great team chemistry, and I'm looking forward to what you guys can do next season coming here in Future Gaming.
Hell yeah,
Sir.
man. I'm
Thank you.
excited, bro. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Right
Yes.
Two-timer, bro. Two-timer.
Come back
We're
high.
coming
I
back,
need you to be
baby.
I need you to be the turbo pulso of this league. I need you to be the 4-time.
Hey, I'll count you to that. We're
All
coming
right,
back.
I'm gonna mark it down right now.
Yes, sir.
Right, yeah. Mark it in your calendar for next season, the season after that, the season after that, and the season after that.
Yes, yeah.
Exactly.
Nah, you guys are amazing. I just want to thank you guys for
Yeah, thank you for everything.
thank you for Josh for showing me this league. It's been amazing the past year or so.
No, I mean that's what the league's here for. Everybody here's to have fun, great competition. So we're glad you're enjoying it.
Oh man,
Sure.
changed my
Thank you.
life, bro. You could do a competitive Rocket League standpoint, 100%.
Awesome. I love to hear that. Awesome. Well, thank you guys again. Congratulations. Appreciate the shout outs. You guys go celebrate. Have a great time. Get yourself some good rest.
All right, you
and
guys have a
get
good day.
ready to grind again.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Yes,
Have a
sir.
great night.
You too.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Well, that'll be it from us here at Future Gaming. I mean, what a stream that we've had today,
Ups
Like
and
that-
downs.
That finals was just incredible. I think it was worth the technical pauses, honestly.
Absolutely.
It was
100%.
fully worth the technical
Yeah.
pauses.
Yeah, that, like you said, that last grand finals, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better series to end the stream, to end the day. That was just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean but as mentioned, that is the end of our day here at Future Gaming, and we hope that you are all gonna have a lovely evening ahead of you. And from us over here, it's gonna be goodbye.
See you next season.